Yeah.
I don't want to hit myself. No vainglory.
And all my people say,
Ow!
Okay.
yeah, this is of the Lord.
12.
Judah.
Big bottle of Glenfiddich, sip moderate.
Yeah.
BH high bad ox, we the opposite. No ops, no flops, no ostriches. Got it locked from the bottom to the top
okay,
of it.
fresh out the womb, I was throwing the 12. When I tell you 12 got him, I ain't talking about jail. Big Jews with big Jews, and we teaching the truth. We don't only prophesy, but get busy and boost.
Okay.
Okay, Officer Alicia, one more time. I'm not Alicia. Yuri, I'm sorry.
Isaiah chapter 11, verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria.
Hold on. Write this down. Just since we here, and I see a lot of black shirts, that's MOV? Okay. Assyria, that's Turkey. Write that down, Turkey. You have Israelites in Turkey. Go ahead.
And from Egypt.
That's Africa. Lower Egypt is Africa.
And from Pathros.
Pathros is Upper Egypt. That's still in Africa.
And from Cush.
Cush is Ethiopia. That's Africa.
And from Elam.
Elam, that's India and Iran.
And from Shinar.
Shinar is Iraq, modern day Iraq.
And from Hamath.
Hamath is modern day Syria.
And from the islands of the sea.
You have St. Thomas on the west coast of Africa. You have Cape Verde. You have the Hawaiian Islands as well. Okay, so that's an example of the islands. All right, so I'm sorry. Now go back to this Bible dictionary. Put it on the screen again so I don't forget my thought. Read that again, Officer Yuri.
Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races.
Meaning the African races. Go ahead.
Not the Negroes.
He did not become the father of the Negroes. Go ahead.
But the Egyptians.
The Egyptians.
Ethiopians.
Libyans.
Libyans. And Canaanites. Genesis chapter 10, verse 6 through 20.
So those are the African nation that gives you the scripture there. So when you look at these movies, and they'll have the Egyptians or the Ethiopians or the Libyans, and they always show them as Caucasians. And nobody has a problem with that. We have to start making a stink out of the, what's the word? The egregious way they portray nations in Hollywood. Okay? So, Yuri, we're going to Genesis 10. Let's start at verse 6.
Yes, sir. Genesis chapter 10 and verse 6. And the sons of Ham, Cush.
Cush, that's Ethiopia.
And Mitzrayim.
Mizraim, that's Egypt. Write that down. Egypt, that's Mizraim. Go ahead.
And Foot,
North Africa.
And Canaan.
Canaan, that's around South Africa. Okay.
And the sons of
Canaan
Cush.
was South Africa and up near between Egypt and what's that top part above Israel? What's that up there? Nobody's good with geography? Above what? Above Israel. Syria. You got it now? You all right? All right. Read on.
Verse 7. And the sons of Cush, Seba, and Havilah, and Sabta, and Ramah, and Sabticha, and the sons of Ramah, Sheba, and Dedan. And Cush begat Nimrod.
Now this is what we want to pay close attention to. Out of Cush line, these are the Nilote nations, dark-skinned Africans. Read that again.
And Cush begat Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord.
When it says he began to be a mighty one in the earth, he was a mighty hunter before the Lord, means against the Lord. He conquered nations. He conquered the people. Okay, and he made them serve him. That's what he's going into. It doesn't mean he was a nice guy and he hunted birds. He hunted nations of men. That's what he did. Read it again.
And Cush begat Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel.
Now y'all see Babel there. That's Babylon. Babel there is Babylon. Read.
And Erech. And Akkad. And Calneh. In the land of Shinar.
In the land of Shinar. That's modern day Iraq. Okay? Read.
Out of that land.
No, jump down to verse 21 for me. Jump down to verse 21.
Verse 21.
Key points.
Unto Shem also, the father of all the children of Eber.
Write this down. Eber is where the word Hebrew comes from. Eber is where the word Hebrew comes from. Go ahead.
The brother of Japheth, the elder. Even to him were children born.
Japhet refers to beautiful. That's what it means. And that's where you get your Polynesians, Hawaiians, that's them. That's why when you look at many history books, I didn't bring them today, when you look up Japhet, they were all brown skin with long, wavy hair. Those were your Polynesians, your Hawaiians. The Philippines are more mixed, the Filipinos. Okay, so I'll just leave it like that. Okay? So read that again, I'm sorry.
Genesis chapter 10, verse 21. Unto Shem also, the father of all the children of Eber, the brother of Japheth, the elder. Even to him were children born. The children of Shem, Elam.
Write this down. The word Shem means name. Name. When you hear Amalek say, Hashem will bless you, they're saying the name, meaning the name of God. The name will bless you. That's what they're referring to. They call God's name, rather than say Yahweh or Yahweh, they will say Hashem. Read again.
The children of Shem, Elam.
Elam are your modern day East Indians. Those are your East Indians and the people in Iran. Go ahead.
And Ashur, and Arphaxad, and Lud, and Aram.
Read.
And the children of Aram, Uz, and Hul, and Gether, and Mash.
Now, what you need to notice is, remember who the father is. It says Shem. It says also the father of all the children of Eber. So what we're reading are all the Hebrew nations now. The white man says, no, the only Hebrew is those in Israel. That's a lie. This is why they don't want us on mainstream TV. We will use the Bible and put holes in all their false doctrines. Tear them up with their lies. Oh, you're when they say anti-Semitic, they're saying you're anti-Shemitic. We are Shemitic. We come from Shem. Okay, just like Elam, the East Indians come from Shem. Lot comes from Shem. China and Moab, those are Shemitic nations. The Arabs come from Abraham. They are Shemitic. See, that's what they said. No, don't let them Israelites on. Put the damn Christians on. Put T.D. Jakes, Creflo. They go with our program, but not them dirty black, what is it? Ungodly Israelites. That's what they say. Where we at, Yuri?
Yes, sir. Verse 23.
All right.
Verse 24. And Arphaxad begat Salah, and Salah begat Eber. And unto Eber were born two sons.
Unto Eber, unto the Hebrew were born two sons. Watch this.
The name of one was Peleg.
That means division. Go ahead.
For in his days was the earth divided, and his brother's name was Joktan.
So when Peleg was born, that's when God, go to Genesis 11 and 1. Let's read down. When it says in Peleg means divided, for in his days was the earth divided. This is what it's going into. Genesis 11, let's start at verse 1.
Genesis chapter 11 and verse 1. And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech.
When it says one language, and you know what I want to hear? I need y'all to get this. New York too. A mic with a mic stand, a tall one. That way, because you always got this one brother running around. If you just put one big mic there, the brother could get up and come to the mic. I like that. All right, where we at, Yuri?
Genesis 11, verse 1.
Read that again.
And the whole earth was of one language
One language
and of one speech.
and one speech, meaning it was no potato. It was not no tomato. Everybody had the same language and everybody pronounced the same words the same way. Everybody understand that? Like you see how we have a form of English here, and you got Amaziah's people over in England, they got the Queen's English. We got gutter English over here. Another English, the proper English. It ain't like that. Here in Genesis 11, everyone had one language and they spoke every word. And that's what it means by one speech. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, Go to, let us build us a city and a tower.
Build a city and a tower. Hey, Elisha, can you look up Tower of Babel? There may be many illustrations. Now, this is only a guesstimate because it's been destroyed since then, but just Google it, see what it looked like, what scholars assume. You could put the whole thing up on the screen. All right, put that over there. Yeah, as y'all can see, this is a guess of what the Tower of Babel looked like. Okay, this is just a guess. All right, Yuri, let's read on.
And they said, Go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven.
So they wanted to build a city, a tower that could reach up to heaven. Go ahead.
And let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth.
Because remember what had occurred before this time, the flood. They said, let's build a tower that could reach up to heaven. Okay, lest we be scattered, meaning killed and destroyed. Go ahead.
And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower, which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one.
The people is one. Why? Because Nimrod made everybody united under him. Go ahead.
And they have all one language.
And they all had one language. Go ahead.
And this they began to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do.
So back then, I'm trying to be all right with my words. Back then, spiritual power was on another level. You see how the white man got their science today? Science and magic is very similar. Very similar. What they called witchcraft back in the day, mystical arts or witchcraft, today they call science. Okay, but back then they were able to do certain things that's not accomplished today. Go ahead, read. That's why it says, and now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. So what they imagined to do, they were able to accomplish it. Go ahead.
Verse 7, Go to, let us go down.
This is the angels, let us go down.
And therefore confound their language.
And there confound their language. Go ahead.
That they may not understand one another's speech.
This is where you get the origin of all these different languages in the earth. Go ahead.
So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city. Therefore is the name of it called Babel.
Which means confusion. Babel means confusion, city of confusion. Go ahead.
Because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth. And from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth.
So everybody was scattered. Whichever language you spoke, you left with those people. Also, the nations of the nations that were there, those that spoke a particular language, they stayed together because they were able to understand one another. Oh, write this down. It just popped in my mind. I forgot. Hebrew means from the past. That's what it means. So when it says Hebrew, it means the language from the past. That's what it's talking about. All right. So from there, give me Deuteronomy 32. Actually, before I go to Deuteronomy 32, Officer Alicia, can you put the two Babylons on the screen for me? Now, if you notice, the history of Nimrod is very limited in the Bible. It's very limited. Remember, the Bible was burned and destroyed several times. Okay? Alicia, put that on the screen. But you have, Esau had their archaeologists, their ministers that did some research. They dug up many archives and things of that nature, and they discovered things, and they wrote these things in a book. And here's one such book entitled The Two Babylons, or the Papal Worship, proved to be the worship of Nimrod and his wife. This is written by the late Reverend Alexander Hislop. Let's go inside the book. Page 20, it should begin with, I believe, Alicia, page 20. Yeah, let's start there. All right. Now, what the book primarily does, it shows you the origin of many of the Christian holidays being rooted in paganism, such as Easter, Christmas, and it goes real deep into these type of things, but it goes into more also. But I want to concentrate on Nimrod and his wife. Let's read that.
While the mother and the child are the grand objects of worship.
It's talking about Nimrod's wife, Semiramis, and the child being Tammuz. It's going to say it later on. Go ahead.
Exactly so. In this latter respect, also was it in ancient Babylon.
Ancient Babylon. Go ahead.
The Babylonians, in their popular religion, supremely worshipped a goddess mother and a son.
Now he's getting into the mother and child aspect of, like in Christianity, they always show Mary with a baby Jesus in her lap. So this is what he's discussing here. Go ahead.
Who was represented in pictures and in images as an infant or child in his mother's arms. Figures 5 and 6. From Babylon, this worship of the mother and child spread to the ends of the earth. In Egypt, the mother and the child were worshipped under the names of Isis and Osiris.
Now, those two names y'all may be familiar with. All of these names that we're about to read, beginning with Isis and Osiris, goes back to ancient Babylon during the time of the Tower of Babel. Read on.
In India, even to this day, as is Isi and Iswara. In Asia, as Cybele and Deus. In pagan Rome, as Fortuna and Jupiter Pure, or Jupiter the boy. In Greece, as Ceres, the great mother, with the babe at her breast. Or as Irene, the goddess of peace, with the boy Plutus in her arms. And even in Tibet, in China, and Japan, the Jesuit missionaries were astonished to find the counterpart of Madonna and her child as devoutly.
So pause right there. So the question would be, how do all these nations have the same mother and child goddess and son? It comes from ancient Babylon. But how did it get to these nations? When the Lord divided the languages that we just read about in Genesis 11, everybody knew about Nimrod and his mother wife, he's filthy, yes, mother wife Semiramis, and their child Tammuz. Everybody knew about it, and when they were scattered abroad according to their language, they took that mythology that they learned. Everybody with me so far? All right, give me the next page. Read that.
Worshipped as in papal Rome itself, Xingmu, the Holy Mother in China, being represented with a child in her arms and a glory around her, exactly as if a Roman Catholic artist had been employed to set her up. The original, subsection 1, the child in Assyria. The original of that mother was so widely worshipped, there is reason to believe was Semiramis, already referred to, who, it is well known, was worshipped by the Babylonians.
All right, so I missed the first part. That first part at the bottom, exactly as if a Roman Catholic artist, move me, had been employed to set her up. The original of that mother, so widely worshipped, there is reason to believe, was Semiramis. That's the mother wife of Nimrod. Because when you read this, it tells you that Nimrod, that we read about in Genesis, married his mother, filthy as hell. Already referred to, who it is, well known, was worshipped by the Babylonians. Read that next highlighted area.
Yes, sir. It was from the son, however, that she derived all her glory and her claims to deification. That son, though represented as a child in his mother's arms, was a person of great stature and immense bodily powers, as well as most fascinating manners. In scripture, he is referred to, Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 14, under the name of Tammuz.
Can we get that, Ezekiel 8:14? Because you only read one time this name mentioned in the Bible, Tammuz. This is the son of Nimrod and Semiramis.
Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 14. Then he brought me to the door of the gate of the Lord's house, which was toward the north. And behold, there sat women weeping for Tammuz.
So women, Israelite women, were weeping for Tammuz. This is why many of these Christian holidays, especially among the Catholics, you have many of our brothers and sisters weeping for the baby Jesus, okay? They have these customs that go on, and it stems way back to ancient Babylon with the lighting of candles for the holy child, okay? Let's go back to the book, and I want the next page, Alicia.
This lamented one.
To lament means to weep for, to cry for. So it's talking about them weeping for Tammuz. Go ahead.
Exhibited and adored as a little child in his mother's arms, seems in point of fact to have been the husband of Semiramis.
This was a nasty woman here. This woman married her kids. Go ahead.
Whose name, Ninus, by which he is commonly known in classical history, literally signified the son.
Jump down to the next part.
That Ninus is sometimes called the husband and sometimes the son of Semiramis. This also accounts for the origin of the very same confusion of relationship between Isis and Osiris.
Because Egypt picked up the same filth, the same paganism. And the church, they have it here in America too. Go ahead.
The mother and child of the Egyptians.
This is Mary and baby Jesus that y'all be seeing. This is the same thing. Go ahead.
For the Bunsen shows, Osiris was represented in Egypt as at once the son and husband of his mother, and actually bore as one of his titles of dignity and honor the name husband of the mother.
Husband of the mother. Now, give me that scripture in Luke where they tried to praise Mary. In Luke 11, Officer Uri. Luke 11, where they tried to glorify Mary. 11:27, somewhere around there.
Luke chapter 11, verse 27.
Wait till everybody gets it. Like me. Hold on. Luke 11. Go ahead.
Luke chapter 11, verse 27. And it came to pass, as he spake these things, a certain woman of the company.
Here comes the woman. Listen good.
Lifted up her voice and said unto him, Blessed is the womb that bare thee, and the paps which thou hast sucked.
Praise your mama. Bless your mama. Go ahead.
But he said, Yea, rather.
Hey, watch that. Yea, rather this though. Go ahead.
Blessed are they that hear the word of God and keep it.
Yeah, to hell with praising my mother. You better hear the word of God and obey. That's what Christ told a woman. See, feminine was always trying to take root. Christ didn't play with that. Let's shut that down. I hope that side of the room is listening. I ain't even looking. Oh, are they listening?
I don't know.
Oh, no. Praise your mama. Go back, Alicia. Yeah, wait, put that on the screen. Very good. Thank you. Put it on the screen. They need to see. I want y'all to take a gander. Take a look. Like on the left, you got Isis and Hey, Alicia, do your cursor. top left of me. Yeah. But can you pull it in? Make it bigger. Even the one in the middle. I think the one in the, yeah, leave it like that. That's fine. As y'all see, this is Isis and Osiris on the left. Then you got so-called Mary and baby Jesus. It's the same thing. The mother and child worship brought from way back from Babylon to Egypt to Rome to America today. That's what they got. They always show Christ as a baby. Goes back to Tammuz. All right? Thank you, Alicia. Where we at, Yuri?
You called Deuteronomy 32.
No. Alicia, put the next pages on the read that.
Now this Ninus, or son, born in the arms of the Babylonian Madonna.
See that? The Babylonian Madonna.
Is so described.
And remember, they call her the virgin. That's why Christianity says, oh, Mary was a virgin. She's always been a virgin. It all goes back because that nasty Semiramis claimed that she never had sex. But the baby mysteriously appeared. That hoe. Go ahead.
Now this Ninus, or son, born in the arms of the Babylonian Madonna, is so described as very clearly to identify him with Nimrod, Ninus, king of the Assyrians.
So when you read about the Assyrian Empire, they worship Ninus. That's what they call Nimrod. Let's go to the next one. Y'all can get the book on your own. Y'all can read through it. All right, put that up there. We're going to start at the top. Read that.
Bel, when we have seen that the historical Bel is Cush.
Bel is Cush. They honored Cush. Mm-hmm.
The identity of Ninus and Nimrod is still further confirmed. But when we look at what is said of Semiramis, the wife of Ninus, the evidence receives an additional development.
Let's take a look at it. This is what she looked like. Hey, give me, what's the name? Ishtar. Ishtar. Keep that on the screen. Keep that on the screen. And I want Ishtar or Astarti, Ashtoreth, the one with the, Elisha, the one with the multi-breast. No, not that. You know which one, Elisha? Zoom out so we can take a look. I want the one with the breasts. Ashtaroth. Type that in. I mean, this is the same one, but I want the one that looks more closely. Yeah, that's the first. Yeah, let's see. Go down. Let's see. I don't see it. Nope. Type in fertility goddess or Diana. Let me see. Go down. Oh, right there, on the right. Yes, right there. Put down the screen. Okay, here's an example. Alicia, can you put the other one next to it? Y'all see the breasts? They say, raise it up so we don't need all that dead space at the top of the picture. Raise it up. Raise it. Right there. All right. So y'all see the breasts, and those are the eggs of Easter. That's where they get all that from. It goes all the way back to Nimrod and them. This is the mother goddess they were worshiping. Okay? Like, and if you zoom in under it, you see a bull. Is that with the sun disk under the head? Raise it up so we can see. Y'all see that? Or is that a jaguar, whatever kind of animals those things are? But y'all see the disc over the head, just like in ancient Egypt. The same thing goes back to ancient Babylon. Egypt followed it. No, there ain't no rabbits. Hey, Alicia, give me the one we just looked at now. And then I want you, Alicia, to type in Diana. The goddess Diana. I want you to type that in, goddess Diana. Let me see. Okay, yeah, put that on the screen. Okay, now when you type in the goddess Diana, look what pops up. Look, see the one in the middle? It says Diana of Ephesus. That's Acts 19. Even in Acts 19, from the time of Genesis, this same woman was being worshiped, idolized by Israelites. Okay, hey, watch this. Alicia, Yuri, pay attention. Give me, let your women keep silence in the church. Hey, put that back on the screen. I'm going to show y'all something. Let your women keep, I ain't getting on the women today, but something just popped in my mind. The one in Corinthians 14:30.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 34. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law.
Now you might ask yourself right now, I know the sisters, what does that scripture have to do with today's lesson? It has everything to do with today's lesson. He said that because the women at that time that converted back to being Israel and keeping the commandments, guess where they came from? Worshiping this. This was a goddess of feminism, the mother goddess. So the women came in, I got something to say. Why? Because where they were worshiping the female deities. That ain't got nothing to do with us. Oh, yes, it do. Is there feminism going around today? Sisters come in, I got something to say, damn it. It's the same spirit. That's why Paul said, let them be quiet. Because they came from worshiping Diana, this right here. Hey, here, I'm going to show you more proof. Here goes some more. Give me Jeremiah 44 about Isis. The worship of the woman. It's in America today. That's why sisters say, whatever you do, whatever you can do, I can do better. I can do everything better than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. You. I don't even know the rest of the song. You got that, Yuri?
Sir.
Where are we going?
Jeremiah chapter 44, verse 15.
I want y'all to write that down. Jeremiah 44, verse 15.
Then all the men which knew that their wives had burned incense unto other gods, and all the women that stood by, a great multitude, even all the people that dwelt in the land of Egypt, in Pathros.
Where were they at?
In the land of Egypt.
In Egypt, go ahead.
In Pathros. Answered Jeremiah, saying, as for the word that thou hast spoken unto us, in the name of the Lord, we will not hearken unto thee.
You hear what they said? We ain't doing a damn thing you say, Jeremiah. Go ahead.
But we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth.
To do what?
To burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven.
To burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven, the mother goddess. Hey, Alicia, put Isis and Osiris back on the screen. Nimrod and Semiramis is the same as Isis and Osiris. Put it on the screen. Is that what we looked at before? I want the one with the mother goddess. You remember you looked at it, you had it with Mary and Jesus? Yeah, that one. Put that on the screen. The worship of the woman, the female deities. It's the same thing that we're reading about here in Jeremiah. Read that part again.
Jeremiah chapter 44, verse 17. But we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth, to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers, our kings and our princes, in the cities of Judah, and in the streets of Jerusalem. For then had we plenty of victuals, and were well and saw no evil.
So they said when we worship the mother goddess, we were taken care of. The goddess provided for us. Go ahead.
But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things.
But when we repented, we caught hell. When we repented, Jeremiah, when we turned our life, things went bad for us when we stopped worshiping the mother goddess. Go ahead. That's Satan right there. Go ahead.
And have been consumed by the sword and by the famine. And
because God's judgment was coming on us. That's what was happening. Go ahead.
And when we burned incense to the Queen of Heaven and poured out drink offerings unto her, did we make her cakes to worship her?
And they made cakes. Now you might be wondering right now, who's speaking this to Jeremiah? Is it the men or is it the women? Let's read on.
And pour out drink offerings unto her without our men.
Without our men? So who's doing the speaking? The women. The women said the men, our husbands, was doing the same thing we was doing. So it's the women doing the talking here. It's the women that says, Jeremiah, we ain't listening to nothing you got to say. Let me get some more. I don't want to turn this into getting on the women, but you see, you stirred this up. It's your fault. Ezekiel 13:17, please. Watch this.
Ezekiel chapter 13 and verse 17. Likewise, thou son of man, set thy face against the daughters of thy people.
Why? Because they were into that mother goddess feminism crap. He said, set your face against these women, the daughters of your people. See, the women go, oh, you're just chauvinist. You're, what does they call it? Misogynist. You're a misogynist. No. God told us to set our face against you. Why? Because you're pushing feminism. You're pushing a feminist equality that is unrealistic. Unbiblical. That's better. Thank you. Unbiblical. Ungodly. Satanic. Oh, speaking of that. Hey, talk. I'm going to show y'all something.
What can you say about feminism? It's of the damn devil, man. See that summed up in one word? The devil. But as you can see, the woman worship, that feminism is not a new thing. They just keep renaming it. That's your Mother's Day. That's the baby showers when the woman sits in the chair, that big queen-like chair with like a halo behind her. That's what it all is. They just keep renaming it different things. But as Bishop is bringing out, it all goes back to the worship of Diana of Ephesus. That's what it all boils down to.
Oh, y'all might not like this one right here. You might not like it. Give me 1 Corinthians. Give me that one right there. Watch this. But don't put it on the screen yet. Don't put it on the screen yet. Give me 1 Corinthians 11:3.
1 Corinthians.
Y'all get hold on to your boots. Go ahead, watch this.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
See, you got to ask yourself, why does Paul, because women go, oh, Paul must have been a misogynist. No, not at all, not at all. The women he was dealing with in Corinth, in Ephesus, these places were coming from places worshiping the woman goddess. So he had to, where the woman was on top, the man was on the bottom. Paul was setting things in order. Read it one more again.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man.
Some of them sweating in their seats right now. They squirming. That ain't what Black Lives Matter told me. The hell is this? To hell with Black Lives Matter. That's right. And I'm talking about the organization, not the, where's the mantra? Not the slogan. I'm talking about the organization by them 3 lesbians. Read that again.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Read.
And the head of Christ is God.
And the head of Christ is God. Come on, Alicia, put that on the screen. Watch this. See, this is a class in itself right here. Let's take a look at the image on the right. This is today. You got Satan, white Jesus, woman, then the man. That is the wrong order of Satan. And this is what society goes by on the right side. This is what Christianity goes by. This is woman, thou art loosed. Y'all know T.D. Jakes catching hell for trying to undo that thing. Them women in his church is mad as hell. You told us for years we don't need these nasty niggas. We was loose from these niggas over here. Now you're telling us we mean-spirited, we evil, we nasty. They didn't waste no time getting on T.D. Jakes.
They knew what that meant. Them evil women and all that, with Satan ruling them, with white Jesus and all that, they knew with him, by him saying that, they said, we already see the exponential death to our philosophy by him just saying that. We're going to attack him now.
They ain't waste nothing attack. Put it back on the screen. Put it back on the screen. Now, the correct order, right there on the left, Most High God is on top. Christ, the black Christ, by the way, he should have put that. Black Christ, man and woman. That is the order on the left of 1 Corinthians 11, verse 3. That one on the right is today's society. This is why when you sisters that come in, when you run your mouth against your husband and all that, you got white Jesus on your brain, who got Satan on his brain. That's what's going on. We're trying to put things in order. And you got to hear such things as, you're a misogynist. What's that little... Clubhouse, you're a misogynist. You guys hate women's. We don't hate women's. Women's. What the hell is this? Nobody can hear you.
You know what also is a common saying that they're really pushing today that's on that right side under Satan? My body, my choice. Oh, yeah. So don't think that whole abortion thing that they're pushing, the mantra for that is my body, my choice, meaning the man can't be over me and tell me to keep that baby. She's now over God himself, who says, thou shalt not kill. She is fully engraved with Satan's agenda.
Satan's agenda is so heavy that, like you were bringing out on Clubhouse and all of that, they got some of these men that get up there and get on the line basically with no testicles. They get up there and be like, you know what, y'all are bashing the women. These would be men that's saying this. Men be saying this. So you just know that the power of Satan has completely just overshadowed their brains. And if you try to correct them with the Bible, they're not hearing none of that at all. They're like the deaf adder that stoppeth their ears. You trying to bring the scriptures out in terms of how things are supposed to go, they tune all of that out and say that we're misogynists, we hate women. Mind you, we're all married, we got sons and daughters and all that. But they try to say that we are about bashing. Mm-hmm. And that basically is a psychological trick to shut you up from bringing out the scriptures.
Exactly. I'm going to give another example. Hey, put that back on the screen. Thank you, Captain Yadaya. You brought it to my remembrance. Brothers go out to camp. They sweating in the hot sun for hours. They come back to the school. Food is brought out. Guess what the right side, Satan, white Jesus, woman, man says? Children eat first. You brothers that went out to war, to hell with you, you gotta wait. This is what they say. I'm not saying Atlanta has done it, but there have been several IUIC schools where the women stood up and said, no, the men need to eat last after the... They came back from war. They sweating. They hot. They got threatened with death. They got to eat last. This is Satan, white Jesus, woman, then men. I'm telling you. They sat here for hours with their kids. Ain't feed them nothing. They wait till the men come in from war to open their damn mouth.
The spirit behind that is that the men that's coming from war is not fighting what they want.
Right.
That's what the point is, because if it was Esau and the nations, they'll make sure that he gets fed, he gets pleasured, he rub his back, his feet, his private parts, every day. They rub all that. Take care of all of him. But when it comes to us, you eat last. That's showing you that the fight that they want fought is not the fight that you're fighting.
Right, they want us to fight for America. Y'all better support Satan. No, we're not, sister. Sorry, we ain't supporting Satan. Sorry. Where we at, Alicia? Did I finish them pages? I know we lost our place. Come on, let's find them pages we was at. Because I don't think we finished it all. Alicia, Yuri, give me Jeremiah 7:18 till Alicia gets it. Oh, you found it, Alicia? Put it back on the screen. Yeah, put that back. Because we didn't, I think this was letters to Diana and 1 Corinthians 14. All right, Yuri, can you read this over to Yuri? Now notice that this looks just like the Diana and the pictures we just showed. Very similar. It's the same. Notice the tower on top of her head. Okay. Okay. Y'all see that? The tower, the breast right there, and you got a crab. She got crabs. This guy. Hey, is that a monkey? Monkey pox over? No, that ain't a monkey. Read the top again.
Yes, sir.
Read the top.
Bel, when we have seen that the historical Bel is Cush, the identity of Ninus and Nimrod is still further confirmed. But when we look at what is said of Semiramis, the wife of Ninus, the evidence receives an additional development. That evidence goes...
Go down, raise it up.
Conclusively to show that the wife of Ninus could be none other than the wife of Nimrod.
See that? Same thing. So there's a lot of history that we read about in other books that the Bible only briefly mentions. Go ahead. Come on, Alicia, put it back on the screen. Go ahead.
And further, to bring out one of the grand characters in which Nimrod, when deified, was adored.
All right. Next page, Alicia. Was there another page? I'm not sure. Was there another page? That was it? You sure? Okay. Give me Jeremiah 7:18. Now, I'm going to look at it after class. Now, if there's more pages, go ahead, Alicia. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 18. The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead their dough to make cakes to the queen of heaven.
Y'all see that what they was doing? Making cakes to the queen of heaven. So don't think that feminism just started. That's just a new name. But feminism, its essence was way back in the past. Was that it?
No, sir.
Okay.
And to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger.
To provoke God to anger. Oh, there's two more. Oh, there's two more pages. Y'all see this? They just appeared. All right. All right. IT. Come on, put on the screen. Come on. Read that, Yuri.
When we look at the Ephesian Diana.
Now, let's get that real quick so we know what they're talking about. Get Acts 19, everybody. Acts 19.
Acts chapter 19.
So we're going to start at. I want to get to the key points. Where'd they start yelling, "Great is Diana"? Let's
Verse
get that.
28.
Yeah. Let's start at verse 26.
Yes, sir. Acts chapter 19, verse 26. Moreover, ye see and hear that not alone at Ephesus.
I'm sorry, start at 24. I like 24.
Yes, sir. Verse 24. For a certain man named Demetrius, a silversmith, which made silver shrines for Diana, brought no small gain unto the craftsmen.
Alicia, can you put Diana back on the screen? Because, you know, we black. We got short attention spans. I'm sitting here like, who's Diana? What does it look like? I'm confused already. Put it back on the screen. Diana. Yeah, that one on the right. That one right there. Yep. Diana's also called Ishtar, Esther. Okay, Astarte. That's where the eggs on Easter come from, them breasts. Church people, ministers go to theology school, ain't figured that out yet. Yuri, read on.
Yes, sir. Whom he called together with the workmen of like occupation, and said, Sirs.
So these are the images the silversmith was making. He was making them out of silver. Go ahead.
Ye know that by this craft,
the making of idols,
we have our wealth.
We have our wealth. They made much money selling miniatures of this statue of Diana of Ephesus. Go ahead.
Moreover, ye see and hear that not alone at Ephesus, but almost throughout all Asia, this Paul hath persuaded and turned away much people, saying that they be no gods, which are made with hands.
I want y'all to notice that. Notice what it says. This Paul hath persuaded and turned away much people, saying that they be no gods, but you're made with hands. The much people, brothers and sisters, included the women. This is why when they came into the church of Corinth, when Paul addressed Timothy, he said, let the women keep silence in the churches. Why? Because they came from worshiping Diana. And they said, women rule, women power. Paul said, shut the hell up over there with that. This is all out of order. He said, don't bring that up in here. Women and simps. And you had simp, thank you, simp brothers. What's wrong with the women leading us? They did it when we was in Ephesus. That's what was going on.
That's how they sound on Clubhouse.
Right. Same thing. Read on, Officer Yuri.
Verse 27. So that not only this our craft is in danger to be set at naught.
Meaning we going to lose our money. Come on.
But also that the temple of the great goddess Diana should be despised.
Imagine they had a temple for Diana that women ran. Go ahead.
And her magnificence should be destroyed, whom all Asia and the world worship it.
Y'all see that? Whom all Asia, meaning all Asia. Hey, Alicia, can you type up? Well, I like that picture. Can you put that up and look for Asia Minor? I want a map of Asia Minor during the time of Paul. Put that, yeah, keep that right there. That's good. That's good. That's what they was worshiping. Asia Minor. Can you put it, find it for me? Say it on the mic so people can hear what you're saying.
And if you look below, they also had miniature shrines of the god, the Janus. Mm-hmm. That's where January comes from.
Right. You found me a map, Alicia, Officer Alicia? And Alicia, don't let me forget, we going back to the book. I want Paul's journeys. Let me see that one. I can't see it. The big one, right there, the colorful one. Can you blow it up big so I can see? Bigger? Can you get it bigger than that? Okay, that's fine. Wait, let me look. I don't see Corinth on there, or am I blind? Y'all see Corinth? I don't see Corinth. I want one with. No, it's right there. Look at where? Look at K at the bottom, above a K. K. Look at zoom in. Come on over. Zoom in. Oh, okay. I see Corinth is green. Okay. Can you get it bigger, Alicia? I don't need the right side. I just need the left. Okay. Talk. Somebody talk while he downloading. You got good eyes. Them glasses did you good. Laba, talk.
Good, Cam.
Yeah, Bishop, you dropping some heavy points today. Think about our situation here in Babylon. You always hear the man constantly have to remind the sisters our place in Babylon. Why do we got to do that? Because sisters, America has taught you that you're equal to the man, not just equal, but above the man. So what you're seeing is what we are reasserting ourselves as the dominant force, because that's how God created us to be. All right, sisters, we love you. We love each and every last one of you. We did a class not too long ago, said, we don't get married to you because we hate you. We get married to you because we love you. But sisters, y'all got to learn your place as God created you, and understand this is nothing but like what it says in I think it's Isaiah 25. it mentions the cast that Esau has placed on the world. Meaning what? He has deceived you to believing that you are equal or above your man. But all praises, Bishop. Excellent.
All praises.
Excellent.
Put down on the screen, Alicia. Okay. Can you take me off the screen so we can see the word? All right. Y'all see Asia, top right. This is called Asia Minor, this area here. And what I want y'all to see, y'all, if you go down under Asia, look at, you see, wait, Alicia, put it back the way it was. I like the way it was. Y'all see Thyatira, right? Under Pergamum, remember, y'all see Thyatira right there? Alicia, Yuri, listen to me good. Go to Revelation 2. Jezebel. I'm going to tell y'all. Now, remember what you just read in Acts 19 about Diana throughout all Asia. This is what it's talking about. Now we're going to read the church of Thyatira. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 18.
I'm getting all off my subject, but go ahead.
And unto the angel of the church in Thyatira, write these things, saith the Son of God, who hath his eyes like unto a flame of fire, and his feet are like fine brass. I know thy works and charity, and service and faith, and thy patience, and thy works, and the last to be more than the first. Notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee.
Watch this.
Because thou sufferest that woman, Jezebel, which calleth herself a prophetess, to teach and to seduce my servants to commit fornication.
Why do you think she was running her mouth in the church? Because they were worshiping Diana. She came from that. But she didn't give it up. She came in with the same principles into the Most High's flock and said the women can teach, the women can rule. And she brought all that filth with her. That's what some of the sisters here in IUIC are doing. That's what some of the sisters online are doing. That's what men, right, exactly. Read.
And to eat things sacrificed unto idols. And I gave her space to repent.
Now, Christ said, I gave her space to repent. Go ahead.
Of her fornication, and she repented not.
She repented not. Go ahead.
Behold, I will cast her into a bed, and them that commit adultery with her.
Meaning you brothers and sisters that join under the woman like that, go ahead.
Into great tribulation, except they repent of their deeds.
Go ahead.
And I will kill her children with death.
Wait, Christ said what? The Son of God said he'll do what?
And I will kill her children with death.
Not my Jesus. I never learned that in church, that Jesus gonna kill people. What? And he's gonna kill the woman? What?
And I will kill her children with death.
Her children are not just her earthly kids, but her followers. Those are her kids. Go ahead.
And all the churches shall know that I am he which searcheth the reins and hearts, and I will give unto every one of you according to your works.
All right, go back to the map, Alicia. Put the map back up. All right. So you see, Bishop?
That means also men with no testicles.
That's right.
That be trying to speak up for them and against the Most High's word. He gonna kill them too.
You ballless brothers. Anyway, so in Asia, you see Thyatira. Paul had to deal with that. Then you see Ephesus. You see down, it says Sardis, Smyrna. Ephesus is right there. Yeah, Ephesus is right. That's what we're reading about now in Acts 19. Look over to the far left under Achaia, which is still Asia Minor. Y'all see it? I want you to use the cursor for Corinth. Right. Yuri, give me that again, Corinth. 1 Corinthians 14. One more. I just need to try to understand it now. Why Paul is getting on the woman. 1 Corinthians 14:34.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 34. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law.
So why? Is it because he's a misogynist? No. They were coming from worshiping the goddess Diana, that feminist mother goddess. And they were bringing those principles into Israel. Paul said, no, that shall not stand here. Okay? Christ had to say and threaten them, I'm going to kill you with that crap you got, you women. That's what he said. The Son of God said that. That ain't me saying that. So now back to Acts 19, please.
Acts chapter 19, verse 27. So that not only this, our craft is in danger to be set at naught,
To be set at nothing.
but also that the temple of the great goddess Diana should be despised, and her magnificence should be destroyed.
You see that? Everybody's going to turn against Diana. Everybody's going to scorn Diana. We're going to lose money. We're going to lose it. That's how the churches feel today. That's how the churches feel with church blitz. It says, shit, everybody going to scorn the church. Because y'all, in Christianity, the women lead I don't care if you got a male pastor. It's a feminine spirit in there where women rule. It's 95% women. You got 3 brothers on the side and a sodomite.
You can tell when the men actually do speak to us, the woman always comes out and says, "Come on, Clarence."
Right.
And the men turn around and go back with the women immediately.
When the man start to speak up, like TD tried to do just a little bit, you saw the backlash that he got instantly.
Exactly. Where we at, Alicia? I mean, Yuri. Where we at?
And her magnificence should be destroyed, whom all Asia and the world worshipeth.
Whom all Asia and the world worshipeth. Go ahead.
And when they heard these sayings, they were full of wrath and cried out, saying, Great is Diana of the Ephesians.
Wow, go ahead.
And the whole city was filled with confusion. And having caught Gaius and Aristarchus, men of Macedonia, Paul's companions in travel, they rushed with one accord into the theater.
Go ahead.
And when Paul would have entered in unto the people, the disciples suffered him not.
They said, Paul, don't go in there. They already caught a few of us. We don't need you to go in there either. Go ahead.
And certain of the chief of Asia, which were his friends, sent unto him, desiring him that he would not adventure himself into the theater.
Go ahead.
Some therefore cried one thing, and some another, for the assembly was confused, and the more part knew not wherefore they were come together. And they drew Alexander out of the multitude, the Jews putting him forward. And Alexander beckoned with the hand, and would have made his defense unto the people. But when they knew that he was a Jew, all with one voice, about the space of 2 hours, cried out, Great is Diana of the Ephesians.
I want y'all to imagine for 2 hours, everybody was screaming, Great is Diana of the Ephesians! Great is Diana of the Ephesians! For 2 freaking hours. Hey, Alicia, find me the video where the woman attacked the camper threw her groceries at the brothers. Where was that?
Dallas.
In Dallas. Find me that. You know what I'm talking about, Alicia? Just please find me that. You got to see the spirit of the, I'm all off topic. This is not my top. You made me go this way. I'm supposed to be talking about Babylon, and here you got me going on this side of the room. Somebody, hey, find me the video where the woman threw the groceries at the brothers in Dallas, and she would not shut up. Find me that video. Go ahead and talk since you got me on. Go ahead and talk. Clear me.
Surely Bishop Nathaniel is in the spirit of the Lord on the Lord's day. Surely he is a prophet of God. Give that mighty man of God a round of applause, please.
Hey, the sisters ain't clapping.
They ain't clapping. They like...
Yeah, now they clapping now.
Yeah.
They sitting there going, black nigga, what the hell you doing here? Make me sick. Alicia, you found that video? You got it? I need that video. I need y'all to see the spirit that's in Christianity. And they beat Alexander and them. They beat these brothers. That's why when we go and finish, some of them are so violent. That's Beyonce. Okay, put that on the screen while you're looking. Put that on the screen. This goes back to the woman worship. I want y'all to see. Look at the hands. Look at the women they got the Wolverine claws. I don't know how they wipe their behinds, but the hell is this? Beyonce, that's the Madonna look. Mother Goddess. Great is Diana of the Ephesians. They're pushing that spirit in the earth.
Hey, Officer Alicia, check the online group. The captain put it in there, and there's something under it. Play both of those.
Okay, we got it. This ain't I want the video where the woman attacked the camp. Alicia.
Officer, you got it?
Yeah, that's it. He was staring at Beyonce. Don't get mad, Sister Leah. He all right. You all right. Go ahead, play that thing. Look, this is a Christian. Turn it up.
He loves you, whether you're right or wrong. He come to save you. He's a deliverer. And it don't matter if he don't back up you, baby. Jesus as my savior. The one I can go to and die with.
Read what you got.
The one I can go to. Jesus Christ. It don't matter what color he is. It don't matter. Y'all better watch and you better see the truth.
Woo! Y'all see that? That's how you know it's a demon. One woman goes to attack the camp. You know, brothers would think first. You see 6 brothers go, let me think before I run over there and run my mouth. I might get the beat down. Not the woman. No accountability.
Not when it comes to black men.
Satan rules. Satan rules.
If the white man was up there with that out there, you wouldn't be seeing none of that at all.
Right. Exactly. Hey, Bishop. Yes.
Can y'all play the next one?
Play the next one, Alicia.
Play that one.
Now, wait a minute, before you play it. Now, what if that woman was in the school that we're waiting to come back from war, and she's got to prepare the food?
My kids eat first, nigga. My kids eat first.
We won't eat it all. We won't eat it all. She said, I hope all you niggas die. That's her spirit.
But that's what Paul had to deal with, because some of those women repented, but they kept that same mentality. He was like, no, you ain't bringing that up in here. All right, let's play that.
That's your white people who for you like that, sir. That's your white people who for you like that, sir. I think he okay. That's your white people who like that. So it can't nobody. Nah, he going for like.
Here come the woman.
Come here. You be blowing too. Come get you.
They missed it. They missed the first. She said, come here.
You don't who the lead pastor here, sir? You just meet that.
Wait, keep playing.
All right. You know what we talking about? Watch this. Go back to Jeremiah. Watch this. No, Jeremiah. Jeremiah. Now listen.
Wait. Notice he's saying shalom to all the brothers.
Yeah.
The woman's trying to drag him away.
She recognized what that means.
Yes.
That's what the temple of Satan is in jeopardy. And she recognizes that thing in the spirit.
Oh, I got a story. I ain't gonna say what school it is. It might be here in Atlanta. But the story is, brother comes up and he says, I've been married. I'm gonna just throw a number out there. I've been married for 40 years. He said, and there has been peace in my house. Do you know the story? You know what I'm talking about. He said, this true story. He know the story. He said, and I realize now why there's been peace in my house. He said, because my wife has been ruling and controlling me from day one. He said, when I heard the truth and I started to become the man of the house, all hell broke loose. Now she finds out every problem he got. She condemns him and sitting right, chow.
Bishop, calling him Esau too.
Right, calls him an Edomite. And then goes, shalom, brothers. See, the captains know the story. I'm sitting there like, you can't make this stuff up. But Paul had to deal with the same thing. It's peaceful as long as you do what I say. That's right. Dang.
Bishop, you got to look at the video again from the beginning. You don't even need all the rest of it. Watch how she calls him.
Yes.
Clarence.
That's what you got to miss, because she recognized by him getting within the aura of the brothers, he might get baptized by the word of the Most High.
Yes.
She said, I need to save him before he get within that aura. Come here.
Yeah.
And
watch.
Bishop, at the end, she says, he don't listen. He never listens. That's right. She's going to start mocking.
Go ahead, Alicia.
When you see her come out, watch it.
That's your white people who for you like that, sir. That's your white people who for you like that, sir.
Here it comes.
Okay. That's your white people who like that. So it can't nobody. Nah, he going for like.
Come here.
You be playing one, too. Don't get 10 for the faith. Don't get 10 for the faith. Yeah. Come on here. You the lead pastor here, sir? No, you just meet everybody? All right. You know what we talking about? Watch this. Go back to Jeremiah. Watch this. No, Jeremiah. Now listen. Watch this. Verse 1. So he reading, sir. He just read. Watch this. Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy.
Wow. Okay. Thank you, Alicia.
Of my pasture, saith the Lord.
Alicia, thank you. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Come here, boy. Get over here. So, Alicia, now where are we at?
The book.
Okay, the book. Go back, Alicia, to the book. Don't let me lose where I was at. You took me all off topic. Go ahead.
When we look at the Ephesian Diana, we find evidence to the very same effect. In general, Diana was depicted as a virgin and the patroness of virginity.
That's what they say about Mary. But was Mary always a virgin? I worded it like that. No, give me that. Give me Matthew, is it 13? It says, we know it's not this the carpenter's son. That one. They call Mary the ever virgin. They say Mary never had sex. Christianity's a hell of a drug, I tell you.
Matthew chapter 13, verse 55. Is not this the carpenter's son? Is not his mother called Mary? And his brethren, James.
And his brethren, James.
And Joseph.
And Joseph.
And Simon.
And Simon.
And Judas.
And Judas.
And his sisters.
And so he had 4 brothers and sisters. 4 brothers and sisters. Was that it, Yuri?
Are they not all with us?
So they knew the whole family. They said, there's Joseph and Mary kids. That's Christ, that's Jesus. He got 4 brothers and a bunch of sisters. So Mary had sex, and more sex. I don't know what the hell is wrong with Christianity. What the hell's going on here? All right, back to the book, Alicia. I'm sorry.
In general, Diana was depicted as a virgin and the patroness of virginity. But the Ephesian Diana was quite different. She was represented with all the attributes of the mother of the gods.
Mother of the gods. Give me the next page. Wait. I'm sorry. Read that. Go to. I just noticed something. Keep reading. Just keep reading.
Yes, sir. And as the mother of the gods, she wore a turreted crown, such as no one can contemplate without being forcibly reminded of the Tower of Babel.
Go back to that other picture, Alicia, with the tower on her head. Remember the one in the book. It's 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 in the book, Alicia. It's right there. Just go to the side. She had a crab on her chest. Yeah, right there. Zoom in. See, the tower on her head goes back to the Tower of Babel. So that's how Diana was depicted, and Semiramis. Now go back to the page we were on, Alicia. The mother goddess.
Now, this tower-bearing Diana is by an ancient scholiast expressly identified with Semiramis. When therefore we remember that Rhea or Cybele, the tower-bearing goddess, was in point of fact a Babylonian goddess, and that Semiramis, when deified, was worshipped under the name of Rhea.
So she had many different names, but I want you to see Diana is Semiramis, Nimrod's mother wife. It's the same thing. Alicia, was there another page? Okay. Was there any highlighted? Okay, go ahead.
Thus, then it became easy to represent Nimrod by the symbol of the spotted fawn.
Is that it?
And especially in Greece, and wherever a pronunciation akin to that of Greece prevailed, the name of Nimrod as known to the Greeks, was Nimrod.
Now put the picture on the screen and get me Ezekiel 8:17. Put the picture, Alicia, I want to see the picture. Y'all see he got a branch in his left hand. Read this, Ezekiel 8:17.
Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 17. Then he said unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man? Is it a light thing to the house of Judah that they commit the abominations which they commit here? For they have filled the land with violence and have returned to provoke me to anger. And lo, they put the branch to their nose.
When it says they put the branch to the nose, it comes from worship of Nimrod. They had a branch that they would smell. It had like a, I don't want to say it was weed, but it had an aroma to it. But it all symbolized the worship of Nimrod. They put a branch to the nose. It was a pagan custom of the past. Okay? So, all right, thank you. Take that off the screen. Give me 2 Kings 23, verse 7.
Second Kings chapter 23 and verse 7.
Is that what I said?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And he brake down the houses of the Sodomites that were by the house of the Lord, where the women wove hangings for the grove.
So, here, I need you to read it again. Go ahead.
And he brake down the houses of the Sodomites.
So the Sodomites had houses. Go ahead.
That were by the house of the Lord.
And they had them houses by the temple. Go ahead.
Where the women wove hangings for the grove.
They made clothings for the idols for the men. Why is that important? You ever notice today a lot of women, our women, always want that sodomite friend. He's my friend. I could tell him anything. And he's just staring at her, trying to get all her beauty secrets. He trying to look like her, be like her. She don't realize it. She's dumb as an ox. She's an idiot. Why? Because he's trying to be her. Now, what do they call women today? Did anybody know the LGBT's new name for women? It's not women. It's birthers, baby carriers, and there was another name. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say menstruators. That keeps popping in my head. I think it might be menstruators. Look it up. Look it up. What do LGBT call women? I know one of them is baby birthers, baby carriers. They're not called women. They're trying to remove women off them. They're trying to say anybody, male or female, could be a woman. They're saying men could be women if they got breastises and a vagina, or if they're transitioning. Yeah, fag hags. No, that's old. So you found it? It might not even be up to date yet, but I was watching it on YouTube. They don't. That's why, if y'all notice, like in Congress, they'll say, "Can you describe? Can you give the definition of a woman?" And I can sit back. No, I can't. Why? Because the LGBT community is changing the definitions. And the black woman's getting mad. I'm a woman. No, you're not. I'm a woman. No, you're not. Not in today's society. We're going somewhere, and you're going to be called birthers. And the fag hags, let me stop pointing over there. Let me point to the camera. The fag hags out there who are transitioning, not you, brother, I'm talking to the camera. The fag hags, those are going to be called women, not you. Anybody can have breastises in the vagina. And women don't see it. They're being eliminated.
Basically, the rest of what makes a woman, they say we don't need that. We can become all that, and you're obsolete.
Right, and they're saying that they can have babies in a lab. You get a man's sperm because they can't reproduce the sperm.
Lord have mercy.
But they can have babies in a lab. So they said we don't need them. And then their little homo friends, they don't realize the homo know what's going on, but the woman don't know what's going on. She's being removed.
don't y'all see, man, Christ got to come back, man. That's when it's over.
Right.
It's over.
The fag hags are the women, that's what they call the women that want to be friends with them.
In other words, if they get a vagina and able to have babies, you can just push all the women into the sea and drown them.
Right.
We don't need them.
We don't need them no more. They can put their sperm in a lab and produce a baby. Women don't see what's going on here. They don't see it. You're being slowly but surely replaced.
That is
But
sick.
you keep fighting against the real men. You see us as your enemy. And society's going, yeah, that's right, girl. You don't need them. Remove that hole as soon as we able. Get rid of these baby birthers.
So that means women, real women, need to accentuate real womanhood.
Yeah.
You need to turn that thing up and take off the damn combat boots.
And eyelashes, them damn
the hell is
drag
this?
queen eyelashes. Damn, y'all got me off topic again. I ain't talking about this.
Because you can't, God created you women to be women. Can't some other species or gender take that? You can't even talk this. This is so beyond words. This is beyond dimensions.
You start talking about that, you smell doo-doo.
Damn.
It's like, what the hell? Ugh. So, let me get back top. Send me up here. Let me go back. Where was I at? Yuri, where was I?
2 Kings chapter 20.
No, we don't want to read that because it took me somewhere else.
Yes, sir.
What is the correlation between ancient Babylon under Nimrod? Oh, write this down. You got ancient Babylon under Nimrod, Neo-Babylon under Nebuchadnezzar. Neo-Babylon, that's New Babylon, under Nebuchadnezzar, and Babylon the Great. What is the correlation? Now, Elisha, show me the video with Deacon Ithan and start at 43 minutes. First off, give me Revelation. Before you play it, Elisha, give me Revelation. You can't argue with Christians. A lot of them are simple as hell. Give me Revelation 11 and 8. I said ancient Babylon, Neo-Babylon under Nebuchadnezzar, and Babylon the Great, the United States of America. Give me Revelation 11 and 8.
Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
Okay, the great city. The question is, what is the great city? Get chapter 14 and verse 8, I believe.
Revelation chapter 14, verse 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Okay, so brothers, the great city is Babylon the Great. So when we go back to Revelation 11 and 8 now.
Revelation chapter 11, verse 8.
Now y'all follow me because I'm doing this for a reason. Watch this. Revelation 11 and 8.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
What's the great city, brothers? Babylon the Great. Go ahead.
Which spiritually
means, like a parable, a metaphor, an allegory. Go ahead.
It's called Sodom.
It's spiritually called Sodom. It's not the real Sodom, but the spirit of Sodom is here. Go ahead.
And Egypt.
And this ain't the real Egypt, but the spirit of ancient Egypt is here. Go ahead.
Where also our Lord was crucified.
Christ was crucified in Jerusalem. This ain't real Jerusalem, but the spirit of Jerusalem is here, where they crucified his image, his teachings. Okay, everybody with me so far? Now let's put the volume up on Deacon Ithan. So I don't need everybody. This was a so-called, we call it the fake debate. The pastor called us and said, I'm interested in what y'all teach. I would like y'all to sit down with me and discuss how we can raise up these young men according to the word of God. Deacon Ithan, ecstatic. I'm going. He goes in, because that's what we want. You see camera here, camera there, lights, camera, action. And before you, it's a debate. The dude set us up. You can't set Deacon Ithan up. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. Give him a hand. That's right. You ain't setting them up. But what I want y'all to listen to is the rhetoric the pastor spews. Play this right here.
A little faster. Can I ask you a question? You can ask questions now? Yeah, we did. 10 minutes. Want to ask questions. I'm sorry. Yes, sir. Where's the other Egypt in the Bible? Give me Revelation 11 and 8. The book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 8. Let me get there. Revelation 11, read verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. That's Babylon, go ahead. Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. So this is referring to the Egypt it's talking about, being born to Egypt again. That's what it's referring to. This is Babylon the Great. You don't say 9, go ahead. Okay, but when you look at the verse here, it says where our Lord was crucified. That's not America. That's not America. Christ Babylon the Great. He was crucified based upon the fact that it says he was crucified, his message was killed, his image was killed. That's what it's going into. He was crucified here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you say he was crucified in America? His image was, his doctrine was. Huh? His image was, his doctrine was, yes. That's what it's going into. Okay, but see here, it says, it's saying that in Sodom and Egypt, right, the great city, which is also where the Lord was crucified. Correct. So it's giving us a place of where he was crucified that they call these places, Sodom and Egypt. It's not America. This is Babylon the Great. America is Babylon the Great. We can do it there afterwards, because I need my time. That's what I'm saying. You have got time, so we're doing questions and answers now. Yes. You know what? I'm sorry. But this kind of, we'll do it later. Come after.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
Right. I thought we was going to do 2 minutes questions.
So you can't, these Christians, they don't know the Bible. They don't know that. You brothers, stop talking to these Christians, especially about prophecies. They are clueless, ignorant. And they want to argue with Aithan, who's well learned in the scriptures, and the dude is as ignorant as the day is bright. You can't make this stuff up. It's a waste of time. And brother, if you're listening, I apologize for the wording I used, but you got to come learn. You got to learn again. You got to learn. Give me Ecclesiastes 1:9, please.
You know what's the heavy thing about that? You know what's heavy about what Bishop Nathaniel just said, and because our objective is not to be harsh with our people at all, But how in the world are you going to argue against learned men when you don't even know who you are in the Bible? How does that even make sense? You can't talk about what the scriptures are talking about in terms of spiritual or anything if you cannot find yourself in the Bible. You just cannot use the term, I'm a Gentile. There's 18 nations in the Bible. Which one of the Gentiles are you? You cannot even, if you don't even know where you are in the Bible, how could you point to anything else? You have to give your reference to who you are before you can identify anything else in the Bible. That's the reason why people in the Christianity churches are dumb and confused as hell, because they don't even know who the Bible is talking about, but yet they talk about something they know the Bible. That's crazy. That's psychotic.
Exactly. Read that.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be.
The thing that hath been is that which shall be. Go ahead.
And that which is done is that which shall be done.
So the thing, write this down, the thing is referring to the spirit. And that which shall be done is referring to whether you keep God's law or you don't keep his law. That's what it's referring to. So now, I asked a question earlier. Well, I didn't ask a question. I made a statement, a questionable statement. What is the correlation between ancient Babylon under Nimrod, Neo-Babylon under Nebuchadnezzar, and Babylon the Great, the United States of America? One thing that relates to them all, they want to reach to heaven. Give me Genesis 11:4. Here's the correlation, Genesis 11:4.
Genesis chapter 11 and verse 4. And they said, go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven.
See that? They wanted to reach to heaven in ancient Babylon. Give me Jeremiah 49:16, please.
Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 16. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee in the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill, that thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle. I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord.
So now Babylon is telling you there, they want to reach the clefts of the rock. They're in the clefts of the rock. Now give me the next one, Isaiah 14, 13 and 14.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven.
I will ascend into heaven. Real quick, so y'all know who we talking about. Read verse, I think it's 4 or 5 about the king of Babylon. What verse is that?
Verse 4.
Go ahead.
That thou should take up this proverb against the king of Babylon.
Jump down to 13 now.
Verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven.
I will ascend into heaven.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Space travel.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation.
Conquer the Israelites.
In the sides of the north.
In the sides of North America. Read.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Give me Habakkuk, the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 9. So I'm taking you in stages. From ancient Babylon, Neo-Babylon under Nebuchadnezzar, and Babylon the Great. Babylon the Great is on another level. They are literally doing space travel. They're going far and beyond having a tower reach to heaven, but that was what ancient Babylon intended to do. Read that.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 9. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness.
Put that on the screen. Go ahead.
To his house, that he may set his nest on high.
Read it again. I want y'all to look at this photo here.
Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house.
Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house. That's when they coveted the moon. It was not for all mankind, as they say. I can't even quote it. One giant leap for
man. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Do y'all see mankind's flag on the moon? You see the flag of the United States of America. They didn't claim it for Africa. They didn't claim it for China. They didn't claim it for Saudi Arabia. And they sure as hell didn't claim it for us. They claimed it for the United States of America. Read it again, Officer Yuri.
Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil.
That he may be delivered from the power of evil. What is the power of evil? Destruction. He's going into space because he knows destruction is going to happen here. Read it again.
Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil.
Now give me Revelation 18. I think I want verse 1, then jump to 4.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory.
Read verse 2.
Verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils.
That's dragons. Go ahead.
In the hold of every foul spirit.
Demons,
In a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Owls and cormorants and things of that nature. Jump to verse 4.
Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
So her people is in Babylon. God's people, the Israelites, all prophesied that they would be in Babylon the Great. Go ahead, read it again.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Partakers of her sins like what? Like what? Like Easter, Christmas, feminism. abortions, murder, all of those such things. They learn that, what did it say? That you what? Be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues. Okay? From there, under ancient Babylon, they had one religion. Give me Genesis 11:6.
Genesis chapter 11 and verse 6. And the Lord said, behold, the people is one.
Behold, the people is one. Go ahead.
And
meaning of one mind. That's what it, see, it's like you hear the stupidity of the Trinity, where they think God is three persons in one. No, God is not three different people in one. No. When it talks about being one, it means of one mind, one accord, in agreement. That's what this is saying. Read that again.
And the Lord said, behold, the people is one.
That don't mean it was just one person running around. It means they were in agreement. Under Nimrod, they agreed with his doctrine, with his religions, with his philosophy. Read again.
And the Lord said, behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. And this they begin to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do.
From there, give me Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5 about Babylon under Nebuchadnezzar. Watch this. But it's also, because when you read about Habakkuk, scholars will tell you it's Babylon under Nebuchadnezzar and his grandson. However, many of these scriptures are twofold. Okay?
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations.
See that? Wait. You see that part right there? But gathereth unto him all nations. What did we just read in Genesis 11:6? All the people are one. This is the same thing Nebuchadnezzar attempted. This is what America's doing today. Bringing all nations together, making them one. What verse? You still at the same verse?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
That was it?
Yes, sir.
Now watch this. Give me 1 Maccabees 1:41 about the Greeks. This is the white man.
1 Maccabees chapter 1 verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
See that?
And every one should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
So you think this is the first time that happened? No. Nimrod did that in the beginning. That's why I called him a hunter of men before the Lord. He had everybody united under one religion. Same thing the white man tried to do. Read on. We going down to verse 44.
Yes, sir. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
His what?
His religion.
Politics and religion are interchangeable. Same thing. Go ahead.
And sacrifice unto idols. And profane the Sabbath.
Read.
For the king has sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem.
We going down to 44.
Yes, sir. And the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land.
They wanted everybody to follow the strange laws of the land. Go ahead.
That's it.
Now, from there, you might ask yourself, but that's the white man. You've been talking about the Cushites from ancient Babylon to Neo-Babylon were Cushites. Yeah, you're correct on that. But this new Babylon, the great, is Edomites. Give me that in Psalms 137. Here's the proof.
Psalms chapter 137 and verse 7. Remember.
Is that the verse? Okay, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom.
Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom. What does Edom mean? Red. Edom means red. Write that down. Why does it mean red? Because the red blood shows its skin. That's why they call Edom. Read again.
Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof.
This one thing y'all got to realize. Jump up to verse 1.
Yes, sir.
Watch this.
Verse 1. By the rivers of Babylon.
Stop. Why were we by the rivers of Babylon? Because the Babylonians under Nebuchadnezzar was taking us from the land of Israel to Babylon to serve captivity. For example, give me, I'm trying to think, is it Ezekiel 5:1? Let me look at it. Read it. Let me hear it. Bear with me. It just popped in my head. I could be wrong, but I'm going to look. Read it.
Ezekiel chapter 5, verse 1. And thou, son of man, take thee a sharp knife.
Nope. I want it where it says he was by the rivers of Kibar. Oh, Ezekiel 1:1. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry.
Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 1. Now it came to pass in the 30th year, in the 4th month, in the 5th day of the month, as I was among the captives by the river of Chebar.
Chebar was in Babylon. So when we go back to Psalms, go back, read verse 1 again.
Psalms chapter 137, verse 1. By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yea, we wept when we remembered Zion.
We wept when we remembered Zion. Go ahead.
We hanged our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof.
Listen to what I'm about to say. Listen good to what I'm about to say. This is a psalm of David. David was a prophet. He saw visions of the Israelites going into captivity. This is way before Babylon under Nebuchadnezzar. But David saw that thing. Read verse 1 again.
By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yea, we wept when we remembered Zion.
Now watch what I'm about to say. I want y'all to listen good what I'm about to say. This happened, you can read about that in the book of Ezekiel, like Ezekiel 1, we talk about he sat down by the river Chebar. That's fine. Ancient Babylon. What does it have to do with us today? These scriptures are twofold. Because remember, from ancient Babylon, you had Neo-Babylon, then you had Babylon the Great. Did this happen to us in America, Babylon the Great? Yeah, let's read verse 2.
Verse 2. We hanged our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof.
Music was done, it was finished. Watch this.
For there, they that carried us away captive required of us a song. And they that wasted us.
So they that carried us away captive required of us a song. Go ahead.
And
these are those gospels that y'all be hearing. Those old Negro spirituals. Go ahead.
And they that wasted us required of us mirth.
What does it mean, wasted us? Hey, Elisha, I need you to find me a pair of old sneakers. Old Pro-Keds. Old Converse. They don't know what I'm talking about. Only y'all I think know what I'm talking about. I said old. I want old. Just put old sneakers. Why do you want old sneakers? There's a reason I want old sneakers. Under images. Nope. Lift it up. Raise it. Okay, on the right. Let me look at that. No, I don't like that one. Go back out. Oh, that right. Go raise it up. That one right there. Put it on the screen. Put it up on the screen. These were sneakers back in the day that Bishop Yawasop used to wear.
I wore those in slavery.
Now you might be asking, what does this have to do with today's lesson? It has everything to do with today's lesson. Yuri, read that part again. You know what I want, right?
Yes, sir.
Read.
And they that wasted us required of us mirth.
They that Alicia, come on, Alicia. They that wasted us. These sneakers are so wasted you can't even identify what name brand that is. They are totally destroyed. Those are Levi sneakers in Haiti. They wear those things. They be rocking them in Haiti. The hell is this? So, okay, let's just take it off the screen now. As a people, we've been wasted that we're unidentifiable. To the nations and to ourselves, we don't identify as the Israelites no more. We've been wasted mentally and spiritually. We don't know who we are. We don't look like we used to look. We don't dress how we used to dress. We're finished. We're wasted. Officer Yuri, read it again.
Yes, sir. For they that carried us away captive required of us a song, and they that wasted us required of us mirth.
Make us laugh, niggas. Sing for us and tell us jokes. Be entertainers. Entertain us. That's what this verse is saying. Entertain us. Read.
Saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion.
Sing us one of those songs of Zion. You know the songs about how you're God's chosen people? Sing it in your chains as I'll whip your back. Shout, Jesus. Read. Wait, y'all said you want to say something?
I couldn't get past wasted, Bishop.
Mm-hmm. Bring it out.
The scriptures, another part of the Bible that says, though I have planted thee a noble vine. He said, how then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? So meaning that God created us to be noble. He created us to be proper men, proper women, proper children. He created us in his image. He created us to be as the way he would want us to be. But to be wasted, meaning that we are basically not even a shell of what God created us. So he's looking at us like, what is this? We have no connection to who we truly are. That's why they call us Negroes, because we are totally outside of the program that God created for us. So that means we are wasted. We are just a shell. We're just a Negro. Sing, Negroes! That's how they deal with us, because they say we have no soul. We have no connection. We have no relation to God. That's wasted, meaning you're just here. And we live like that. Like it's normal. That is a mark of a sick people. That's where we are. But yet, they require us to sing for them empty-headed in terms of who we truly are. That that thing jumped out at me when I looked at it. I'm like, who in the hell fits this? Nobody. We fit the definition of a people truly wasted from what God made.
I'm going to give y'all an example of wasted. Not yet, Alicia. Wait, hold on. Hey, Yuri, Officer Yuri, give me Deuteronomy 28 about the woman. I know I'm getting on the woman again. I'm sorry, sisters. But there's something about you. Deuteronomy 28.
Deuteronomy.
Wait. I want where it said verse 56.
Yes, sir. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness.
Stop! The sisters are women. They were so tender and delicate. It said they wouldn't set their foot on the ground because many of them had servants to carry them here and there. Y'all see them things when they be carrying the women? They got that from us because that's how many times we treated our women. But what happened? Alicia, let's see how we've been wasted. Let's see how our sisters have been wasted. Put that on the screen and play the video, please. Start from the beginning, Alicia. That ain't the beginning. Put it on the screen. I need y'all to pay attention to this. This is how wasted we've become. This is two sisters now, two women. Go ahead, play the video, Alicia.
This is the mother of all living.
She got a diaper on or whatever the hell that is. Rolled up her skirt. Blonde wig. Both the wigs came on. These are two grandmamas.
Get that shit out of here. Somebody dick fuck a bitch.
stuff off me. Pickpocket you? I want to. I don't know how to do it.
Hold their wages off.
That's right, we win. That's right, we win.
All right, Alicia. That's an example of wasted. The epitome of being wasted as a people. These are our grandmothers. Some of y'all in here know that your grandmother's just like that. Ratchet. You can play it like she ain't. Your grandmama ratchet.
And Bishop, to show you how sick we are as a people and how wasted, some of us in our sick mind find this humorous.
Mm-hmm.
Entertainment. This is absolutely disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting.
And it's our reality today. This is why Paul said, remember he said, let the aged women teach the young women. You know what kind of job we got? Because the aged women we got, a lot of them on the streets is like that. They've been wasted. Officer Alicia, let's go back to that script, please. Psalms 137, verse, you all right, Yuri?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Psalms chapter 137 and verse 4.
No, verse 3. Read
verse 3. For there, they that carried us away captive.
Carried us away captive into slavery, into Babylon. Go ahead.
Required of us a song.
Entertain us. Go ahead.
And they that wasted us required of us mirth.
They that wasted us. We've been wasted as a race, as a people. I don't think y'all know what kind of job we got, how big of a job we got in these last days. Go ahead.
Saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion. How shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land?
How can we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? Come on.
If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning.
If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning, meaning let my right hand forget her strength, her cunning on keeping God's laws, how to do this and how to do that, according to God's commandments. That's what it's talking about. Read.
If I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth.
What does it mean if I do not remember the thee is Jerusalem? Let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. If you put your tongue to the roof of your mouth, you can't talk properly. You can't really talk. And so what it's literally saying, you won't be able to speak right according to the Bible. The preachers of today, the theologians of today, their tongue has cleaved to the roof of their mouth. That's where they're speaking white Jesus. They're speaking love for all mankind because they have forgotten Jerusalem. They've forgotten their motherland. Some of y'all get mad and think Haiti is the motherland. That ain't your motherland. Jamaica ain't the motherland either. The Bible says if you forget Jerusalem, let your tongue cleave to the roof of your mouth. That's why many of our people who think America is their motherland, who think Jamaica is their motherland, who think Puerto Rico is their motherland, who think Brazil is their motherland, they can't speak right according to Scripture. They talking about white Jesus, love everybody, come as you are, stay as you be, don't keep no commandments. That's what it means, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. Hey, there's a precept for that in Ezekiel. Anybody know what it is? Ezekiel, it might be chapter 30, you got it? Where he says, Ezekiel, your tongue shall cleave to the roof of your mouth and you shall be dumb. Where is it? 326, thank you. Here's a precept. Ezekiel 3:26.
Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 26. And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth. Thou shalt be dumb, and shall not be to them a reprover.
A reprover is a teacher, a corrector. Go ahead.
For they are a rebellious house.
So that's what it means, your tongue. So I'm going to make that happen to you, Ezekiel. Okay? That's all of our preachers of today, the evangelists of today, the theologians of today. They're all spiritually dumb. They can't reprove according to Scripture. All right, let's go back to Psalms 137. Let's get to the point, Yuri.
Yes,
Verse
sir.
7 again.
Psalms chapter 137, verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof.
Now watch this. For you new brothers, the Edomites helped the Cushite Babylonians under Nebuchadnezzar destroy us. I'm going to say it again. The Edomites helped the Babylonians, the Cushites under Nebuchadnezzar, destroy us. Read verse 7 again.
Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof.
The word race, R-A-S-E, means destroy. Destroy it, even to the foundations thereof. Now watch what David calls the Edomites in the next verse.
O daughter of Babylon.
O daughter of Babylon. So David in the spirit, King David, is calling Edom the daughter of Babylon. You're the children of these Cushites. You are the children of Nebuchadnezzar in them. You follow all their patterns, all their ways. Go ahead.
Who ought to be destroyed.
Who ought to be destroyed. Mm-hmm.
Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
Y'all see that? He that rewardeth thee, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Meaning what y'all did to us, let it happen to you. That's justice. We've never seen justice here in America. Christians ain't praying for justice. Not at all. Not at all. Watch this. Give me Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 27. Watch this. Wait, Yuri, let me get it. You know I'm slow. Wisdom of Solomon. Let me look at it first, Yuri. Let me look. All right, read 27.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 27. For the worshiping of idols, not to be named, is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil.
They're saying a lot there in verse 27. It's letting you know what happened in Genesis with Adam and Eve. Read it again.
For the worshiping of idols, not to be named, is the beginning.
Go ahead.
The cause and the end of all evil.
I'm still dealing with the beginning. It's telling you idolatry was the sin in the beginning. Not a damn apple. Adam and Eve ate it. Stop following Christianity. It's a lie. It don't mention no daggone apple in there. But all the Christians, they ate an apple. Show me that scripture. Pure stupidity. It says idolatry was the beginning sin. Read it again, Yuri.
For the worshiping of idols, not to be named, is the beginning, the cause, and the end.
The what?
The end.
The what?
The end.
The Bible's telling you the end of sins is going to be idolatry. Wait a minute. Go to Revelation. You waiting for a damn chip, right? You waiting for a chip. Revelation 13. And wait a minute. Verse 15.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
That's that white image of Jesus and everything that goes with it, including the cross. I'm going to say it again, including the cross. Go ahead.
That the image of the beast should both speak.
That image speaks in their movies.
And cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
See that? And as many as would not worship the image. Then it goes into an economic system. That's verse 16 to 18, which deals with worshiping of an image. Watch this, 14, go to chapter 14 and verse 9.
Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man,
come on,
worship the beast,
worship the white man,
and his image,
worship. This is going into idolatry. Worship the beast and his image, come on,
and receive his mark,
receive his philosophies, his doctrines,
in his forehead,
in your brain, in your mind, go ahead,
or in his hand,
and you support with your hand. You do what it commands you to do. It's talking about worship. Go back to Wisdom of Solomon 14.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 27. For the worshiping of idols, not to be named, is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil.
Now I'm going to ask a question. I'm seeing who's paying attention. Brothers in the black shirt, this is for you. We read something earlier that talked about Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 27. We read a verse. Who knows the verse I'm making reference to that talks about, I don't, if I give you the words, I'm going to give it away, where it talks about something very similar to the sins of idolatry from the beginning and the end. I'll just word it like that. That's all I can say. I can't, any other way, I'm going to give it away. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Okay, I see two hands. Who got the mic? Where's the mic?
We set up the stand, Bishop.
Oh, come on up. You, come up. The stand is there. Double time, double time.
Shalom, leadership, Mosiah Christ.
Shalom, Mosiah Christ bless. Come on.
We read it in Genesis 10.
Nope.
Is that it?
Who else had their hand up? He said Genesis 10. No. Wisdom of Solomon talked about the beginning and the end. We read a scripture today. I'll give you a hint. Okay, I got to give you a hint. Oh, you got your hand up. Come on up. Double time. Come on, man. Give me your name, too, so I know who I'm talking to.
Brother Joseph.
Joseph, what you got?
Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9.
That's it. What did it say, Joseph?
The thing that was in the beginning, that shall be.
You see that? Oh, give a brother a hand. All praises. That's it right there. That's it. Yuri. Read it for him. Read it.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 9.
Amaziah didn't get it.
The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
Now read Wisdom of Solomon 14:27. You got it? Y'all got it, right? I know y'all got it. I'm messing with you, Amaziah.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 27. For the worshiping of idols, not to be named, is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil.
Okay, all righty then. So from there, watch this. In Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, Yuri, I need you to help me out here, because you know I'm old.
Yes, sir.
Slow. I want the one. In that it's there. I'm not looking at it. It talks about an image made with vermilion and verse 15. Is that it? 15 on down? Start at 15. That's good. I like that.
Verse 15. For a father afflicted with untimely mourning, when he hath made an image of his child, soon taken away, now honoreth him as a god.
That goes back to Nimrod, Semiramis, Tammuz. That's what this is talking about. I know brothers like to bring it up with Caesar Borgia and all that, but it's really talking about the beginning. Go ahead.
Which was then a dead man, and delivered to those that were under him ceremonies and sacrifices. Thus, in process of time, an ungodly custom grown strong was kept as a law.
So remember, the worshiping of Nimrod, okay, for example, was evidenced in the Christmas tree. I'm just giving one example. There's many. I could talk about Easter with Semiramis too, okay? These religions and ceremonies that we have today come from way back during the time of ancient Babylon. So read that verse again.
Thus, in the process of time, an ungodly custom grown strong was kept as a law.
Go ahead.
And graven images were worshipped by the commandments of kings.
That's why America, Babylon the Great, has national holidays such as Christmas, New Year's Eve. These are national religious holidays that everybody worships and is spreading worldwide, whatever name they call it. Go ahead.
Verse 17, whom men could not honor in presence because they dwelt far off. They took the counterfeit of his visage from far and made an express image of a king whom they honored, to the end that by this their forwardness they might flatter him that was absent, as if he were present.
So they made an image in honor of Nimrod. That image has changed through history. Now it's that white image of Jesus. That's Babylon under Babylon the Great, which included Rome, Spain, and Portugal. Go ahead.
Also, the singular diligence of the artificer did help to set forward the ignorant to more superstition.
Now, we talk about ceramicists. That's what we read in Acts 19. The silversmith was making images to the mother goddess. Okay? Today, they call it Mother Mary, the ever virgin. It's the same thing. The child that died and was resurrected. The baby. Tammuz or Osiris, or now they say Jesus. Go ahead.
Verse 19, for he, peradventure, willing to please one in authority, forced all his skill to make the resemblance of the best fashion. And so the multitude, allured by the grace of the work, took him now for a god, which a little before was but honored as a man.
Right. So that's why when you go up to the end times, which is today, the white man is considered a god. Hey, send a picture of the sister eating ice cream to Alicia. Send the picture. I'm sorry, sisters. It's on your thread. Come on, man. Or you ain't got it. She was eating ice cream. Hold on. Who got the picture of the sister eating ice cream? I know you're thinking, what does this got to do with the class? It has everything to do with it. Go ahead. Send it to him. Watch this. Yuri, read that verse again.
Yes, sir. For he, verse 20, and so the multitude, allured by the grace of the work, took him now for a god, which a little before was but honored as a man.
Put that on the screen, Alicia. Now, y'all might be looking at the sister eating the ice cream. Don't look at the ice cream. Look at her t-shirt. You have the white image of Jesus, and under it, it says God. Read it again, Alicia.
And so the multitude, allured by the grace of the work, took him now for a god, which a little before was but honored as a man.
A little before, if you bring it up to end times today, that was Caesar Borgia, a man. Now they say he's a god. He's God. And many of our mothers and our fathers, sisters, and brothers are just like this sister, worshiping the image of the beast. We love this image. Yes.
Hey, Bishop, and you show her any other image of God or Christ, you show her a black image of God or Christ, she's going to say, oh, color doesn't matter. It's not about his skin color. Right. It's about what he said. Right. It's foolishness, brainwashed. That's what it is.
Exactly. Yuri, where you at?
Verse 21.
Go ahead.
And this was an occasion to deceive the world.
Wait. I want y'all to see that. And this was an occasion to deceive the world. Hold that, Yuri. Give me Isaiah 60, I think. You know, the whole world. You know what I'm talking about? Darkness. That's what I want. Verse 2, is it? To deceive the world.
You said verse 2?
I think that I'm not looking at
Isaiah chapter 60, verse 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people.
So deceit, that's the darkness, deception, lies, has covered the earth. And gross darkness, the people. We're the people. It's like if you got a check, I'll use it, that's always the example we use. You get your gross on your check, then you get your net pay. Your gross is the whole thing. The net is after taxes. So the world got the net pay of darkness. But us, the people, got the gross pay. We got the full thing because we don't know who the hell we are. Read that again, Alicia. Yuri, I'm sorry, what'd you say? Say it on the mic.
That's why it makes us wasted.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Officer Yuri.
For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
Right, go back to Wisdom of Solomon 14:21, please.
Yes, sir. And this was an occasion to deceive the world.
What is it talking about? Idolatry. Go ahead.
For men serving either calamity or tyranny did ascribe unto stones and stocks the incommunicable name.
They said this is God. That's why it's the incommunicable name, because we're not supposed to use the Most High's name in relation to anything. So they call it the incommunicable name. So we call it, they say God. They'll say Hashem. Okay, things of that nature. Read.
Moreover, this was not enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of God. But whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance.
They lived in the great war of ignorance. Go ahead.
Those so great plagues called they peace.
Our people call it peace when they're ignorant. I'm at peace. Everything's good in my life. That's what the women said in Jeremiah 44. They said, when we worshiped, what did they say? No.
The Queen of Heaven.
The Queen of Heaven, thank you. We were at peace. We had food. Everything was good. But when we left the Queen of Heaven, we caught hell. That's what the women in Jeremiah 44 said, we read earlier. And that's what we're reading here. They so great plagues called they peace. Read.
Verse 23. For whilst they slew their children in sacrifices.
Why does it say that? Because under these false gods, like for example, I'll give you, Alicia. Type in Molech, sacrificing of children to Molech or Baal. Type it in. Sacrificing of children to Molech, something like that, or Baal. Let's see what pops up under images. Yes, that first one. Yeah, put that on the screen. Okay. Y'all see the sacrificing that we just read. It said, for while they slew their children in sacrifices. This is how it went down. I'm going to explain it to y'all. Who's from Jamaica in here? Raise your hand. Ain't nobody from Jamaica in here now? Only 2 people? I noticed. Okay. Okay, who's from Brooklyn in here? Raise your hand. Brooklyn, New York. Only one brother. You ain't, well, this guy. Anyway, how many of y'all heard of Carnival? Okay, thank you. All right, y'all with me now. Okay. During Carnival, what is it called, Amazon? What's it called? You know what I'm talking about? Juve? You got Juve, but what is it when they get together? Carnival babies. Meaning they have sex. You have sex with somebody that's not your wife. Your wife goes her way and has sex with somebody, and you go your way and have sex with somebody else. That's how this was done. And Carnival is in honor to Bacchus, which is Baal, which is Molech. Those babies are born. And they'll try, today what they do is say, oh, this is your baby, or they have abortions. That's what this is talking about. They have abortions. They just use different words, but it's the same. Read it again, Officer Yuri.
For whilst they slew their children in sacrifices.
That's called abortion today. She goes, oh, me pregnant. Oh, this is Douglas, baby.
Douglas.
It's not me husband, baby. She know you ain't your husband, damn baby. The hell is this? We're gonna say.
Hey, so Bishop, so in ancient times, they would burn the baby.
Yes.
As a sacrifice. Today, they go in the clinic.
Right.
They go in the building, they spread their legs, and they put the little vacuum, or either the vacuum to vacuum out the parts, or those clips, and just pull the baby out.
Right.
Head come out 1 minute, then the arm, then a leg, then a torso.
Exactly.
Same thing.
Alicia, can you put Caesar on the screen for us? Because the women who always try to be more smarter than God. I don't worship Baal. I don't worship Molech. But you do, Blanche. But you do. Put the whole thing on the screen. Put the whole thing. I don't want just one image. Because let me tell you something about some sisters. They try to be slick. They say, I don't worship that one on the left. I worship the one on the right. It's the same damn image, sister. It's the devil the Bible speaks of. So you go to Carnival, which is Bacchus. You have sex, and most sex. Then you go to church on Sunday and worship this devil and then get a clever idea. Me go and have an abortion. Me go and kill the baby, so yes. And you run and rip it out your womb. It's the same. Officer, can you read it again?
For whilst they slew their children in sacrifices.
That's the same. Go ahead.
Or used secret ceremonies.
Uh-huh.
Or made revelings of strange rites.
Yeah, party over here. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
They kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled.
A lot of your marriages have been defiled. Some of you brothers have gone through it. Some of you sisters have gone through it. Your marriages, because of idolatry, primarily is defiled. You get married, and a lot of you say, well, I want a divorce. But you never reveal because you met another guy with a size 15 shoe. Little did you know he was wearing his daddy's shoes. You didn't figure that one out till you got home. You said, what the hell is this? Wear your own damn shoes next time. They ain't laughing? Uh-huh. Yes. What you got? Come on. I thought those were your shoes. I thought that was your hair. Bang, 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 bang. What we got? Oh, let's go ahead. I don't know. I never saw it. Oh, yeah. Play that. Look at that. Y'all see the baby? You see that? And they put the baby in there, and it drops right into the fire. See that? It goes up, and the baby goes right into the fire. Everybody cheering. Don't be shocked. It's called abortion today. You take the morning after. I didn't have an abortion. I took the morning after pill. It's the same damn thing, sister. You murder, you sacrifice your baby. Look at that. Look at that. That's some stuff right there. And they call it, that's Molech or Baal. Same thing, though. Thank you, Officer Alicia. Where we at, Yuri?
Verse 24.
Go ahead.
They kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, but either one slew another traitorously or grieved him by adultery.
Abortion, if you look at it, 9 out of 10 abortions based because of adultery. They stepped outside the marriage. They had a baby by another man. They're committing adultery, fornication, okay? Then, or with some cases, I don't know how many of y'all watch those crime shows. I like those crime shows. A lot of those deaths is because of adultery. This sister who's married is having sex with another man. Then the husband finds out. Now there's a fight between husband and, what do you call the guy? The side dude. The side D. Somebody get put to death. That's what this is talking about, right? Read that bottom part again, Officer Yuri. But
either one slew another traitorously or grieved him by adultery.
Read.
So that there reigned in all men, without exception, blood.
So that It covers the whole earth. Go ahead.
Manslaughter, theft, and dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good turns.
Wait. I saw a video. I need y'all to help me out here. I saw a video of a sister, not one of these sisters here, who went on a date, one date. Yes, $10,000. Y'all got to see this. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. You sisters get ready. Hold on now. Hold on. Who got it? You're, Alicia, you know what we're talking about? The $10,000 date? Right. She sued him for $10,000. She took the man to court. Right, and it wasn't her first time. She has a history. I think she in Atlanta too. You found it? Come on, somebody. Hold on, y'all. It's on an online request. Online request. It's not long, is it? I want a short version, Alicia. That ain't it. Okay, how long is the video, Alicia? Wait a minute. Okay, just play the court scene. Go ahead. Wait. No, maybe the sister explains it for us. Go ahead.
If he responds and his response is a lie, it's perjury, then my documents will prove that he lied and his response.
No. It's his version. First of all, do you understand what perjury is?
Yes, I understand perjury is a lie. I know what perjury means.
Perjury is a statement, a false statement made under oath. So
exactly, and I got documents that prove he was lying.
You don't understand. It's a false statement made under oath. Under oath.
That stated a
when did he testify to something that he lied about? It's a false statement made under oath.
Bottom line is, you said it's a criminal offense, so I will send it to circuit court. Are we done here?
No, you don't understand, ma'am. You don't understand.
Are we done here?
Shout out to our sister for sending this in, Kristen and everybody else who sent the video. This is regarding the situation from out of Flint, Michigan. A woman suing a man in court for what blogs are calling a bad date, a $10,000 lawsuit. This video comes from Old Squishy's Garden. Also, shout out to you for watching Court for All of Us, covering this bizarre situation that all started after the 43-year-old woman, Quashante Short, filed a lawsuit back in 2020 against Richard Jordan. According to her court filing, Quashante says Richard stood her up on a date. Yeah, she told the court that he did not show up. When he was in court, he said they had one date, that was it. So I'm not sure if she's suing him because the date was bad, or was it that he didn't show up? We have conflicting stories here. She filed her complaint alleging that Richard didn't even come to their date and left her on her mother's birthday when her mother had recently passed away. Quashante claimed that Richard had intentionally and deliberately hurt her by not showing up, inflicting emotional distress. And just to give you the dates here, her mom's birthday was August 1st. This happened back in 2020, and her mother passed away just a couple months before on May 9th, 2020. And she blamed all her pain on Richard. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell for all updates, because I'm giving you.
So the point of that, the sister, oh God, y'all saw her yelling at the judge, screaming at him, trying to tell him what his job is, suing the brother for not showing up to a date for $10,000. And hey, who's single in here? Raise your hand, single brothers. Somewhere in there's a simp. And they would love that sister right there, and they would be asked out if they got with her. Oh, she's pretty, even with that fake yellow hair. I want to get with her. I'll marry her, I'll take her out. You be in court so quick, she'll make your head spin. Not that head, I'm talking about this head over here. So, I read that. I mean, we looked at that because of what we saw right here. Yuri, where were you at?
The bottom of verse 25.
Read that again.
Unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury,
Right, she didn't even know what perjury was. The judge said perjury is when you lie under oath. No, it's not. It's when you tell a lie. No, it's not, sister. It's when you tell a lie under oath. Whoa, you can't tell some sisters. They know so much. Feminism, go ahead.
Disquieting of good men. Forgetfulness of good turns.
These are all the characteristics of what idolatry brings about. Go ahead.
Defiling of souls. Changing of kind.
Trainees. It's a trainee. That's what changing of kind is. The man want to be a woman, the woman want to be a man. Oh, let me tell you, sister, something. Hey, Alicia, put the basketball player, Big Bird. Brittany
Griner.
Big Bird Briner. Put it on the screen. Why you talk about Brittany? Can we have a picture, Alicia? I don't need an article. Image. Wait, put the third one. Let me tell y'all something about this foolishness right here. Now, can I see the picture? Thank you. My sister. Now, this is our sister. She is our sister, both of them. One's the man, one's the woman. Brittany Bryan, I believe she's about Deacon Ithon's height. Oh, she's taller than Deacon Ithon. She's 6'9". Woo! I don't know if y'all been watching. She talk like this. How you doing, Judge? Let me tell y'all something. They just gave her 9 years. Now, she might do 3, maybe 4. Depends. We'll see. Now, Trump would have got her out. Because when Trump was he got homeboys out. Lil Wayne and them. But Trump's the bad guy. Okay, that's for another day. Now you got Biden, who nobody likes. So she's going to sit in there. But my point was this. Right? Remember we just read Changing of Kind. We just read that, Changing of Kind. She talked like this. That's from years of, what's that called?
Testosterone.
Right. Now, not getting those shots, her voice is going to go from this to this. It's going to go back the way it was, because you got to keep getting them damn things. If you don't get them things, the breast stuff, because right now the breast is gone. All that's going to come back. You're going to see. That's a woman right there. I don't care how much medicine or testosterone you take to make your voice sound like Yuri's. You not Yuri. Right. You gonna be Samantha. You gonna talk like this. Fighting against biology, yes. Fighting against God. So she's the man, and her partner is, it's just, Yuri, can you play that again? Read it again. Thank you, let's take it off the screen.
Disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good turns, defiling of souls, changing of kind.
Oh, put up, what's your friend's name? No, your friend. He was on the Wheaties box. What's his name? Bruce Jenner. Caitlyn. That was y'all's favorite cereal. No, that was my favorite cereal. I love that cereal. We used to eat you see Bruce on the Wheaties box. They made this dude Woman of the Year.
Boy, that's demonic as hell.
All the women should have been furious about that.
He said, none of y'all natural women, y'all done.
And he sang Aretha Franklin song, You Make Me Feel.
There's no words. There's no words. This is
like a natural woman. That ain't no natural woman. Right. The hell, that's a trainee. Right. It's not illegal to see. You can say trainee. Oh, he still got his rod? So what is it called? What is it called when you don't cut it off? I don't know these terms. Transformer? Transformers, more than meets the eye.
That's a Decepticon, Bishop.
Decepticon, right. That's a Decepticon. Deceitful. Thank you, Alicia, thank you. So, officer, read that one more again, please.
Changing of kind.
Changing of kind.
Disorder in marriages, adultery, and shameless uncleanness.
Now, you could do a whole lesson on this, especially, you see that? Idolatry causes disorder in marriages. Hey, Alicia, can you put the umbrellas back up on the screen, please? Disorder in marriages. Yep, put it on the screen. Idolatry causes disorder in marriage. The one on the right, Satan, white Jesus, woman, and man. That's called disorder in marriage. And that is what Christianity is pushing throughout the earth. Now here we come, like the Apostle Paul came, with the ones on the left. 1 Corinthians 11:3. Most High God, black Christ, man, woman. You're the devil, you're a misogynist. Oh, you hate women. You're reading. Thank you, Alicia. Take it off.
Disorder in marriages.
Disorder in marriages because of idolatry. Idolatry. When there's disorder in your marriage, there's constant fighting, somebody is out of order. Somebody does not want to fit the role God gave them. Read.
Adultery and shameless uncleanness.
Come on.
For the worshiping of idols, not to be named, is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil.
Idolatry is going to be the end of all evil. That's where we're in now. From there, give me Jeremiah 10:1-5. We're going to, I'm going to rush through these because you took me off topic and took me on the women's side. Now I got all these scriptures and they just sitting there. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen. The word heathen means nations. What nation were we going into captivity during this time? Babylon. Go ahead.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Don't worry about the red moon. Don't worry about the solar or the lunar eclipse. Don't worry about that shooting star. But don't it mean something? Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
Let the nations be dismayed at that stuff. Go ahead.
For the customs of the people are vain.
The customs of the people are lies. Go ahead.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest. The work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
They cut a tree down.
They deck it with silver and with gold.
They decorate it with silver and gold tinsel. Go ahead.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
Put it on the screen, Alicia. Go ahead.
They are upright as the palm tree.
Because in ancient Babylon, they used the palm tree. Today under America, they use the evergreen tree or a fake tree in the shape of an evergreen. Go ahead.
But speak not.
But speak not. But why did it say, but speak not? Because there was a legend or myth that the spirit of Nimrod entered the tree and could speak. Well, they don't do that today. Yes, they do. They say, you better not pout. You better not cry. How does it go? You better not. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Y'all know that song. He knows when you are sleeping. How does damn Santa Claus know that? Because the spirit is in a tree. That damn spirit, it's the same demonic thing. So you better be bad or good. So you better be bad or good for good. Whatever the damn thing says. I don't even know no more. But it's the same demonic, paganistic custom from ancient Babylon that Christianity pushes today. Read on.
They must needs be born.
These trees got to be carried.
Because they cannot go.
Because they can't walk on their own. Go ahead.
Be not afraid of them.
Don't be afraid of them. Go ahead.
For they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good.
That's why they say you got to be good for goodness sake. That's where the song come from. I used to know that damn song. I'm glad I forgot it. All praise to the Lord is right. Read.
That's it.
That was it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. From there, give me Habakkuk 2:18. We're almost done. I'm going to cut the class short. We're almost done.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 18. What profiteth the graven image that the maker thereof hath graven it? The molten image, and a teacher of lies.
These images are teachers of lies. What comes with those images? Teachers of lies. Okay? It's got to the point so much, somebody, you ain't even got to have a teacher to say that, hey, the cross represents Jesus. You automatically know that. You go, you see the cross, you go, white Jesus. You walk by a church, you know the kingdom know what I'm talking about. You do that stupid sign on the cross. A teacher of lies. All right, I'm going to jump down and get some quick scripts. Give me Genesis 11:6. Traits and write this down. Traits and outcome of Babylon. No, see, I can't cut it short. Some things. Israel captive in Babylon, past, present, future. Real quick, I just need you to read fast.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Genesis 11:21-25.
Genesis chapter 11, verse 21.
This is Israel captive in Babylon. Past, present meaning past, well, ancient Neo-Babylon under Nebuchadnezzar, and today. Worded like that. Go ahead. Genesis 11:21.
And Reu lived after he begat Serug 207 years and begat sons and daughters. And Serug lived 30 years and begat Nahor. And Serug lived after he begat Nahor 200 years and begat sons and daughters. And Nahor lived 29 years and begat Terah. And Nahor lived after he begat Terah 119 years and begat sons and daughters.
What's down to 25?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that ain't what I wanted. I don't know why I did that. You know when you just write things down and just, you know what you're talking about? Give me Genesis 11. Go back. I want the part with Nimrod. Give me, actually go here. Go to Genesis 10. I'm sorry. Here we go. Genesis 10, 9 and 10.
Genesis chapter 10, verse 9. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord. In the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, and Erech, and Akkad, and Calneh, in the land of Shinar.
So he hunted also. Shinar is in Iraq, by the way. Shinar is in Iraq, modern day Iraq. He hunted the souls of men. He got them all together, and he had everybody follow his one world religion. Everybody followed it. They all got together to build that tower. So now, give me Zechariah 2, verse 6 and 7. And before that, 1 Chronicles 9 and 1. Before that, 1 Chronicles 9 and 1.
1 Chronicles chapter 9, verse 1. So all Israel were reckoned by genealogies, and behold, they were written in the book of the kings of Israel and Judah, who were carried away to Babylon for their transgressions.
So, under ancient Babylon, under Nimrod, they united everybody. Babylon the Great did the same thing to Israelites. We were under Nebuchadnezzar. Now, what about today? Give me Zechariah 2, 6 and 7.
Zechariah chapter 2, verse 6. Ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north, saith the Lord. For I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heaven, saith the Lord. Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon.
See that? Deliver thyself, O Zion. Zion is another name for Israel, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. Who was the daughter of Babylon, brothers? Edom. Very good. Edom. Very good. Revelation 18. No, we read that earlier, so I'm going to just skip. Give me Genesis 11 and 6. Traits and outcome of Babylon. The traits of Babylon.
Genesis chapter 11, verse 6. And the Lord said, behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. And this they begin to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do.
Whatever they imagined to do under Nimrod, they were able to accomplish it. They used witchcraft. Listen good to what I'm saying. They used witchcraft. All the ancient empires used witchcraft. Nebuchadnezzar used witchcraft too. Give me that. In Ezekiel 21, let's start at 18. Nebuchadnezzar used witchcraft too.
Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 18. And the word of the Lord came unto me again, saying, also, thou son of man, appoint thee 2 ways, that the sword of the king of Babylon may come. Both twain shall come forth out of one land, and choose thou a place. Choose it at the head of the way to the city.
So Nebuchadnezzar had to choose a way, a kingdom to destroy and take over. Go ahead.
Appoint a way, that the sword may come to Rabbath of the Ammonites, and to Judah and Jerusalem the defenced.
Watch this.
For the king of Babylon stood at the parting of the way, at the head of the 2 ways, to use divination.
So Nebuchadnezzar used divination. That's another name for witchcraft. Go ahead.
He made his arrows bright. He consulted with images. He looked in the liver.
He consulted with images, meaning idols. Then it said he looked in the liver. He looked in the liver. Some of you that used to practice voodoo, you know about looking in the liver. They rip it out of a cow or a goat or a lamb. You look at liver, you taste the liver, you roll bones on the ground. How many of you from Haiti? Raise your hand, let me see. Or UCL, Captain, you're just from Haiti? You know, people want to be quiet when you want to ask them certain questions. Nobody's from that area, nobody know what you're talking about, right? From Jamaica, right? Nobody knows. So he had images and he looked in liver. That's all witchcraft. What verse we at, Yuri?
Verse 22.
Verse 22, go ahead.
At his right hand was the divination for Jerusalem, to appoint captains, to open the mouth in the slaughter, to lift up the voice with shouting, to appoint battering rams against the gates, to cast a mount and to build a fort. And it shall be unto them as
he consulted Satan, looking in liver, looking at idols to say, who should I destroy first? Go ahead.
And it shall be unto them as a false divination in their sight, to them that have sworn oaths. But he will call to remembrance the iniquity, that they may be taken.
Yeah, the Lord is going to let Israel know. Because they said, don't worry about that. Lord said, no. You're going to be taken. I'm going to let all this thing that he's doing work. Because Israel, your time is over. You're going into slavery. And that's exactly what happened to us. So now, what about today? America doesn't use witchcraft. Oh, yes, they do. Give me the Isaiah 47 and 1. Isaiah 47 and 1.
Isaiah chapter 47.
Wait. Let me get it. We're almost done. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Who's the daughter of Babylon? Edom. That's right. Go ahead.
Sit on the ground.
Sit on the ground.
There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Hey, what's that I'm looking at? Oh, put it on the screen. Yeah, put it on the screen. I'm sure they repented from their voodoo. Put it on the screen. Read that about looked in the liver.
Yes, sir. Looked in the liver. The inspection of the entrails of sacrificial victims.
Victims. Okay. I was trying to be nice. I said animals, but go ahead.
And especially of the liver, as a means of ascertaining the will of the gods, is familiar to every reader of classical literature. There is evidence that the same custom prevailed also in Babylonia. The king is represented as employing all these different kinds of divination to make sure of the proper path.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Okay. Hey, Alicia, pull up Statue of Liberty for me. Find me a good picture. Yeah, that's good. Trainee. That ain't it. All right. Put it on the screen. Okay. Y'all see this image? Some of you may be saying, what is it? This is the lady, the daughter of Babylon. This represents the United States of America with the 7, what they call those points on her head, which are the 7 heads of Revelation. Okay. The torch in her hand, which goes back to Lucifer, which means light bearer. Okay? So here in Isaiah 47, read verse 1 again.
Yes, sir. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne.
Your kingdom is finished, is what it means. Go ahead.
O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Go ahead.
Take the millstones and grind meal.
Work.
Uncover thy locks.
Let your hair out.
Make bare the leg.
Can you raise that up, Alicia? Put the picture back on the screen. Raise it up. Raise it up. Okay, right there. Read that part about make bare the leg.
Make bare the leg.
Make bare the leg is referring to the calf area. So it's showing her going over a river. She has to raise up her long dress because she is a virtuous woman, as she alleges. This is a Christian country, allegedly. She has to raise the dress, which gives her the appearance of being a lady. So when it says uncover the leg, it said, Yuri?
Make bare the leg.
Meaning lift it up so that your calf shows. Sometimes sisters say, well, how do you know the length of the dress? Here's one of the scriptures. Make bare the leg, which goes to the calf. Watch this.
Uncover the thigh.
Now it says uncover the thigh. So it's two parts of the leg, the calf and the thigh. So she's lifting up the dress. Go ahead.
Pass over the rivers.
Pass over the rivers. Why?
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered.
Your nakedness, Babylon's nakedness shall be uncovered. Why? Because usually under a dress, a woman would have on what?
Slip.
Underwear. Underwear. But this woman here has no underwear on. That's why her nakedness will be seen. Read that part again.
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered.
Yea.
Yea. Thy shame shall be seen.
What does it mean, thy shame? Her vagina shall be seen. She ain't no virgin. Remember verse 1 called her a virgin daughter. So by her walking over the river, God is saying, I'm going to reveal Babylon. Look, that kingdom ain't no virgin. That's not a righteous woman there. She's a hoe. Look, you got to see, I need what? No, we can't even do that for watch and read. It'll be rated X. To see a woman's nakedness and you can tell she's not a virgin, that means the lips is hanging. It's a parachute just blowing in the wind. Virgin lips don't blow. They uptight. But a virgin, but a hoe, them lips hang. You just bang them, they go like that. Strong wind comes just like that. There's a cave, you can see a cave. Hello, 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 hello. Help me, help me, help me. Throw me a rope, throw me a rope. So God is saying, America, Babylon the Great is not a righteous kingdom. It's not a virgin kingdom. What are you going to say, Bishop?
That's why it says in Revelation that she's committed fornication with many. She banged the nations with that same flapping vagina. That's what that's saying.
Where are you at, Yuri?
Verse 3. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
So when Christ returns, he says, I'm not going to meet you as a man. I'm going to meet you as God. Jump over to verse 12 and 13.
Verse 12. Stand now with thine enchantments.
Notice what it says to Babylon the Great, the virgin daughter. Stand now with what?
Thine enchantments.
That's witchcraft. What they call science, God calls witchcraft. He calls enchantments. Go ahead. Guess what? A major enchantment is television. That can brainwash millions in a moment. Notice how people now you got to say pronouns. Where'd you get that from? TV taught you that. She is now called, what do they call women now? A they, or you may be called a them. It's just ridiculous. And people, especially if you work for Esau, got to abide in that. Or else you get what? Fired. Read on.
Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries.
Right. So ancient Babylon, under Nimrod, they used sorcery. Under Nebuchadnezzar, they used sorcery. Now we here in Babylon the Great. The Bible says they use sorcery too. Go ahead.
Wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
Hey, Alicia, it says they labored from their youth. Can you put up the design of Washington, D.C., Masonic design of Washington, D.C.? Y'all think Bible's playing. You put that on the screen. They got a layout of Washington, D.C. from the White House to the Capitol. Put it on the screen. And with their streets, 1776 around it. You think this was by accident? You think they made this pentagram by accident? No, these Masons knew exactly what they were doing. Read that part again, Officer Yuri. Keep it on the screen, Elisha.
Wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
No, read the whole from the top.
Yes,
to that
sir.
part.
Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
Their youth is 1776. That's when America was beginning to be established. And they used sorcery. God is telling us they use sorcery. This is why Washington, D.C. is laid out just like this with the pentagram. That's not by accident. That's by design. Satanic design, because that's the goat head right there. The two horns at the top, the ears, followed by the face of the goat, the chin. All right? Thank you, Alicia. Read on. What verse you at?
Verse 12. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail.
Go ahead.
Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers.
So wait a minute. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. You know what that's going into? Congress. Those damn politicians, the Republicans and the Democrats. Bipartisan, always arguing back and forth, who amount to nothing. Read that again.
Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels.
Go ahead.
Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators.
These are their scientists. Go ahead.
Stand up and save thee.
And also, it goes into literal as well, because they have those secret societies of sacrifice, and that's for another time now. Go ahead.
The monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
So God is making mockery of America. He said, let your witches and your council of politicians, let them save you, because I'm coming to destroy you. From there, almost done. Jeremiah 49:14, please. Or y'all, you're going to say something.
Guess what else is tied up with all of this? Christianity.
Yes, yes.
Christianity is hand in hand with it like a sandwich.
Right. That's why they always got a Christian pastor as a, what do they call him? A counselor to the president? They always got one of those there who tell them what to do, what not to do. What does the Bible say is going to happen? Well, you want to make sure Iran don't get no nuclear weapons, because the Bible says Iran's going to hit Israel with nuclear weapons. So let's make sure that don't happen. That's just for example. All right, Yuri, where we going?
Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 14.
We almost done.
I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her and rise up to the battle. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men.
Right.
Thy terribleness have deceived thee.
Thy terribleness, what verse you at?
Verse 16.
Go ahead.
Thy terribleness have deceived thee in the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill.
And it's letting you know that this is Edomites. The clefts of the rock goes back to the term Caucasian, which comes from the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia. Go ahead.
Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. Also Edom shall be a desolation.
So now the reason I wanted to go here is because in verse 16, Jeremiah is talking about Neo-Babylon or the Nebuchadnezzar, but then verse 17, he goes into Edom. Go ahead.
Also Edom shall be a desolation. Every one that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof.
So Edom shall be destroyed. That's what Revelation 18 was talking about the plagues. It's saying the same thing. What verse was that?
That was verse 17.
Go ahead.
Verse 18. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah.
How was Sodom and Gomorrah overthrown? Through thermonuclear destruction. Why does it say as Sodom and Gomorrah? Remember, we read it earlier, Revelation 11 and 8. Babylon the Great, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. So here it's talking about Sodom. It's comparing Sodom with Edom with Babylon. Go ahead.
As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, in the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, no man shall abide there.
No man shall abide there. This place is going to be destroyed. What verse was that?
18.
That was 18. Give me Isaiah 13, 19. Isaiah 13, verse 19 and 20.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 19. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms.
Babylon, the glory of kingdoms. You ain't gonna, that's why it's called Babylon the Great. This place is the glory of all kingdoms currently right now. Everybody wants to come to America. Ain't nobody rushing to go to Africa. The nations ain't rushing to go over there. Everybody's rushing to come to America. Babylon the Great. Go ahead.
The glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency. Shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
This place shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. What verse was that?
19.
Go ahead.
Verse 20. It shall never be inhabited.
This place shall never be inhabited. See, that's how you know it's not talking about Iraq. Because Christians say that's Iraq. Do people live in Iraq today? Yes. So read that again, Yuri. It shall what?
It shall never be inhabited.
So that's this place right here. Go ahead.
Neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there.
What verse you at?
That was verse 20.
Jump to Revelation.
The guy that was trying to say that Deacon Ithon was wrong, this proves that that damn preacher don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Right.
But this right here proves that that Babylon the Great that he was talking about is right where we're sitting at in the United States of America. This is Babylon the Great. That's spiritually called Sodom and Egypt.
Give me Revelation 18, 9 and 10.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 9.
We're almost done.
And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her.
So now, even that part right there is saying a lot right there. The kings of the earth that what?
Who have committed fornication.
Now, fornication, when you look it up, it's talking about sex. But you know, that can't be literal sex. Because England ain't jumping over here, sexing America like that. It's a spiritual meaning. Spiritual. So read it again.
And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication.
Committed fornication.
And lived deliciously with her.
And lived deliciously, going about wealth. That's talking about trade and commerce. Policies that allow nations to become wealthy. Go ahead.
Shall bewail her.
Shall cry over Babylon.
And lament for her.
And cry for her.
When they shall see the smoke of her burning.
When they shall see the smoke of Babylon's burning. Go ahead.
Standing afar off.
They're going to be standing afar off and say what?
For the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city, Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
It's going to take God 1 hour to destroy this place. 1 hour. That's it. What verse was that?
That was verse 10.
Go ahead.
And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
No man buyeth the merchandise anymore. Like America buys, you know those chips China makes for cars? You know what I'm talking about? For the key fob, right. And now they're saying a lot of it can't be made because China, they got a problem with China. So America does business with all these various nations, okay? And these nations get wealthy. And that's why the nations don't really speak against it. What are you going to say, Elsa?
Who's trading with Iraq like the nations are trading with America?
Right. Exactly. Nobody. Get Isaiah 14. This will be our last one. Isaiah 14:4. We're going to start right there.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased.
This is saying the same thing Revelation 18 was saying. Why does it say golden city? Because this is the richest kingdom on earth. Go ahead.
The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked.
He's going to break the power of this place, America. Go ahead.
And the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath.
America smites the people with wrath.
With a continual stroke.
They don't stop. They don't let up. Go ahead.
He that ruled the nations in anger.
America is the one that rules the nations in anger. Go ahead.
Is persecuted.
America is going to be persecuted. Go ahead.
And none hindereth.
And nobody's going to be able to stop the persecution that comes here. Go ahead.
The whole earth is at rest.
When this place goes down, well, listen good to this. When this place is destroyed, watch what God says. Read verse 7 again.
The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing.
Wait a minute. That's saying the same thing that 2nd Esdras chapter 11. Let's get that real quick, Yuri. 2nd Esdras chapter 11, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't write it down. Where it talks about the eagle. You know what I'm talking about, Yuri?
Yes, sir. 11.
Verse 45 down.
There we go. 2nd Esdras chapter 11, verse 45. And therefore, appear no more, thou eagle.
America, the white man.
Nor thy horrible wings.
Nor thy horrible wings, your allies.
Nor thy wicked feathers.
Your leaders.
Nor thy malicious heads.
The main kingdoms.
Nor thy hurtful claws.
Your military is the hurtful claws.
Nor all thy vain body.
Their vain body is their Edomite citizens. Go ahead.
That all the earth may be refreshed.
That's what Isaiah said. That all the earth may be refreshed.
And may return.
And may return.
Being delivered from thy violence.
Being delivered from thy violence.
And that she may hope for the judgment and mercy of him that made her.
Ooh, that's some bad stuff right there. Go back to Isaiah 14. It's saying the same thing.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 7. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Everybody go rejoice when this place is destroyed. That's the prophecy. Go ahead.
Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee.
Wait a minute. God's telling you there's spirits in trees that's going to rejoice at the fall of Babylon. Go ahead.
And the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us.
Wow. Now, we're just going to get to the point, Officer Yuri, because it's late. Jump down to verse 12.
Verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
Notice, how art thou fallen? Remember, Babylon the Great is fallen. This is saying the same thing, but now it's calling Babylon the Great Lucifer, meaning you're Statue of Liberty again, please. Why is it called it a Lucifer? Because Lucifer means day star or light bearer. Come on. Statue of Liberty. Right, put that back on the screen. Y'all see that? That's what she's holding in her hand. She's bearing a light to the nations. That's the day star. That's why they keep that thing polished, because it represents a torch which she bears forth wisdom and knowledge to all nations. Come one, come all. Bring you're tired, you're poor, you're hungry, you're feeble. I don't know how it goes. You're huddled masses. Why? Because America is the light bearer to all nations. America is the day star nation. All right, let's go back. Verse 12 again, Yuri.
Yes, sir. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
How are you destroyed? Because you destroyed the nations. Go ahead.
For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven.
Now Isaiah's giving you an example. In case you that simple, I'm going to tell you about Babylon the Great, Lucifer. Read again.
For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Can you put that up, Officer Alicia, please? Put it on the screen. You can put the whole thing on the screen. I don't care. So when it says, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God, I will ascend into heaven, space travel. America's doing it. You got Elon Musk. You got the guy from Virgin Airlines. I forgot his name. But anyway, they're doing space travel. Yeah, is Iraq up there? Iraq ain't doing this. Stop listening to stupid Christians. They are dumb. Until they repent, don't listen to nothing they say. They don't know the Bible. This is Babylon, Lucifer. Read it again, Yuri.
For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Right.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation.
Hey, Alicia, can you put slavery on the screen? Put it on the screen. Yep. You can put the whole thing on the screen. Read that again, Yuri.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation.
The mount of the congregation, the mount of the congregation. Watch, here's a precept. Psalm 74, verse 2, Yuri. I think.
Psalms chapter 74, verse 2. Remember thy congregation, which thou hast purchased of old, the rod of thine inheritance, which thou hast redeemed, this Mount Zion, wherein thou hast dwelt.
So Mount Zion is the congregation of the Lord. That's another name for Israel. Okay? Real quick, let me look at Jeremiah 16:15. No, read on. Go back to Isaiah 14.
Isaiah 14, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
In the sides of the north. Didn't we just read that? It said in Zechariah, read that again, because I forgot, I'm slow. You know what I'm talking about? It says, deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest. Zechariah 2.
Zechariah chapter 2 and verse 7. Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon.
The 6th verse. Let me hear the 6th verse.
Verse 6. Ho, ho, come forth.
That's it. Thank you.
And flee from the land of the north.
Flee from, underline that, north. Flee from the land of the north. Go ahead.
Saith the Lord. For I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heaven, saith the Lord.
Read.
Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon.
It's telling you the daughter of Babylon would be in the north. North America. North America. North America. Go back to Isaiah 14, please.
Yes,
the bottom part again, I will
sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
North America. Read.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. Put that on the screen. I didn't even comment on it. Put that back on the screen. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation. It's talking about slavery. This is what you're looking at. This is them sitting on us. To sit on somebody means you conquered them. You overthrew them. You beat them. You rule them. You reign over them. You wasted them. Thank you. This is what it means. I will sit on the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north, meaning North America. All right, thank you, Elisha. Read on.
Verse 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
Hey, Elisha, can you put that up? Wright Brothers airplanes. Read that again, Yuri.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
Let's put that on the screen. The Wright brothers invented the first airplane. Alicia, can you put all of those pictures back up on the screen? I want to see the development of the plane. The whole collage that was there before. No, that's still that's the old models. I want the new models too. Take out Wright brothers. Because that was the first. Right, just put that up there. Right, put that on the screen. Right there, right there. Put that on the screen. Read that again, Yuri.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
Y'all see that? I will ascend above the... Hey, put the third one down on the left. Right. Read that again, Yuri.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
Y'all see the planes going above the heights of the clouds. Read.
I will be like the Most High.
Then he says, I will be like God. Right. Now put that image, Yuri. Alicia. Sorry. I will be like the Most High. Caesar. Just type in Jesus. Right there, put that on the screen. Read it again, Yuri. I will be like what?
I will be like the Most High.
Read. So this, I will be like the Most High, goes into them representing themselves as God in Christ. Okay, like the Sistine Chapel. Raise it up, let me see. Okay, so that's what it means, I will be like the Most High. All right, thank you, take it off. All right, go, Yuri.
Verse 15, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man?
Stop. It's telling you that Lucifer, the reason I'm stressing this, Christians say Lucifer is the spiritual demon. You tear them up with this verse right here. Read that again.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man?
The what?
The man?
The what?
The man?
The what?
The man?
You got to stress that with Christians because they got a spell of witchcraft on them. No, Lucifer's the spiritual demon. He's not a man. The Bible says the man. Go ahead. That's what you're going to say.
Read that verse again. I got to get my thought back.
Yes, sir. They that see thee.
That see thee, that's the part. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee. Right? That's what you're reading. What's going to cause them to be narrowly looked at? That's the scripture in Thessalonians. I ain't going to be long. That's the one that says, then shall that wicked be revealed. That's when the scales are going to come. That's when, because this Bible is going to reveal him. That's when the people are going to be like, you're the devil. Because the wicked is being revealed. That's why Christianity is having that's the real fight behind the scenes. They don't want this truth to get out. Because they need people to stay stupid.
Read on.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof?
You know what? That part right there is just the man. Something just popped in my head. When you read Revelation 13, I think it's the last verse. Read the last verse. I'm not looking at it, so I think that's the verse I want.
Yes, sir. Revelation chapter 13, verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man.
A what?
A man.
A what?
A man.
A man. It's the same man we reading about. Stop looking for some fifth dimensional spirit to come down. It's talking about the white man. That's what it's talking about, the white man. What man is it? The white man. Go back to Isaiah 14. We're almost done. I know I keep saying it, but we are.
Yes, sir. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 17. That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof.
Who's destroying the cities? It's not a spirit coming down saying, hey, drop a bomb. No, that's the white man dropping bombs. That's America dropping bombs. Go ahead.
That opened not the house of his prisoners.
We're his prisoners. We are his prisoners. He didn't open his house to us. Go ahead.
All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory.
Wait in glory. Wait in glory. Go ahead.
Everyone in his own house.
Everyone's waiting for the opportunity to rule. Go ahead.
But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch.
The white man's going to be cast out of his grave like an abominable branch. Go ahead.
And as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet.
Read.
Thou shalt not.
Wait. So when he's cast out, he ain't gonna get the first plate of food when he come in for war. We gonna get it. That's gonna be a different deal. Now they're gonna look at us differently. They say, you know what, you deserve to eat.
Exactly. Read on.
Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial.
The white man's not going to be joined with other nations in burial. Go ahead.
Because thou hast destroyed thy land.
Because thou hast destroyed thy land. This place that they stole, they're destroying it. With their nuclear fallouts and things like that. With their chemical spills. They're the ones with the, what do they call it, global, what do they call that thing? Global warming and all that. That's them. Go ahead.
And slain thy people.
And slain thy people. Go ahead.
The seed of evildoers.
God calls them the seed. You know what seed means? Generation. Generations of evildoers. Not one man. See, notice it says, is this the man? Some of you might be saying, well, it does say the man. That's singular. But in case what I said wasn't good enough, God clears it up. The seed of evildoers, plural. Read.
The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned.
They ain't never going to be famous in the earth again. Go ahead.
Prepare slaughter for his children.
Now God explains the seed of evildoers. He says, prepare slaughter for his children. That's right. That means Becky, Miss Laura, Karen, too. Your friends at work that I just like them. They're nice. God says he's preparing slaughter for them.
So this ain't talk about spirits.
No, that ain't talking about spirits.
Yeah, that spirits ain't got no children.
Spirits ain't got kids. You can't slaughter a spirit. Read.
Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
You know why that's so heavy? Because white folks say that wasn't me. I didn't have you in slavery. That was my father's. I just reaped the benefits. I'm innocent, though. What does God say? Read it again.
Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
For the sins of their fathers. Go ahead.
That they do not rise.
That they never rise again.
Nor possess the land.
Nor possess the land.
Nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Nor fill the face of the world with cities. London ain't going to come around no more. France either. America, definitely not. But all the cities that they built will be gone. That's what Bible says. Give me Bible. You want Bible? We giving you Bible. But you can't handle the truth. We almost done.
Verse 22. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord.
Why does it say son and nephew? Because they carry the seed. Those are males. They carry the seed. So I'm going to get rid of all of them. Go ahead.
I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts.
Total annihilation. Total destruction. Nobody going to survive that. A besom of destruction. Read.
The Lord of hosts have sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass. And as I have purposed, so shall it stand.
Now we're going to read this real quick. I'm going to go through this quick. We ready, Yuri? You ready?
Ready.
Y'all better write quick. Read.
Verse 25, that I will break the Assyrian in my land.
The Assyrian in God's land is Amalek, so-called Jewish people. Read.
And upon my mountains tread him underfoot.
They're going to be destroyed. Go ahead.
Then shall his yoke depart from off them, and his burden depart from off their shoulders.
Read.
This is the purpose that is purposed upon the whole earth.
God's purpose, not only to destroy Babylon, he said, I'm going to wipe the Assyrians out of my land. Those white folks that took my land over, I'm going to wipe them all out. That's what God says. Read.
And this is the hand that is stretched out upon all the nations.
God's hand. Read.
For the Lord of hosts hath purposed, and who shall disannul it?
God has purposed to destroy America, Babylon the Great, and the white man in Israel today. It says, for the Lord of hosts hath purposed, and who shall disannul it? Who can change the program and plan of God? Nobody. Read.
And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back?
Who gonna turn God's hand back? Go ahead.
In the year that King Ahaz died was this burden.
That's the year Isaiah saw this vision. Go ahead.
Rejoice not thou, whole Palestina.
Hey, you Palestinians, you might rejoice because I just destroyed these Assyrians in my land. Read on.
Rejoice not thou, whole Palestina, because the rod of him that smote thee is broken.
Because the ones that smote thee, these Assyrians, these white people that beat the Palestinians, you rejoicing. He says, don't rejoice just yet. Go ahead.
For out of the serpent's root shall come forth a cockatrice.
Hey, Elisha, I need a missile silo. I don't know how to spell silo, but I know missile. How do you spell silo? I don't know how to spell that. I use that word maybe 3 times a day, maybe, or a week, or a year. Okay, give me the colored one with the green at the bottom, right there, yeah, give me that. Hey, no. I want one coming out, lifting out. I want it coming out. I want it taking off, Elisha. Launching, right. Launch, thank you. That's good right there. That's some good. Put it on the screen. You can put the whole thing on the screen. All right. I know, because the wording is difficult for some of y'all. Elijah,
I know.
Officer Yuri?
Yes, sir.
Read that verse again.
For out of the serpent's...
Wait. Read 29 again.
Yes, sir. Rejoice not thou, whole Palestina.
You Palestinians, don't laugh just yet. Don't rejoice because I destroyed these so-called Jewish people in my land, the Assyrians. Go ahead.
Because the rod of him that smote thee is broken. For out of the serpent's root shall come forth a cockatrice.
Well, what's that? Go ahead.
And his fruit shall be a fiery flying serpent.
His fruit shall be a fiery flying serpent. And Alicia, I like the one, third down on the right. Yeah, that one. Yeah, leave that right there. You ain't gonna do nothing with it. Read it again, Yuri.
And his fruit shall be a fiery flying serpent.
That is what the Bible is talking about, a fiery flying serpent. It's called a missile, an ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missile. Read.
And the firstborn of the poor shall feed, and the needy shall lie down.
That's us. We the firstborn of the poor. We are the needy. Go ahead.
Shall lie down in safety.
When America and the land of Israel and Palestine is wiped out, God says that time we're going to lie down in safety. Go ahead.
And I will kill thy root with famine, and he shall slay thy remnant.
He going to slay the root with famine and their remnant. That's what we just read in verse 21 about prepare slaughter for his children. Go ahead.
How, O gate, cry, O city, thou, whole Palestina, art dissolved.
You see that? He says, howl, O gate, cry, O city, thou whole Palestine art dissolved. You destroyed too. You thought I was just getting the Syrian in my land. No. I'm getting you too. That's why we got to be on God's side. People be arguing who's on the Palestinian side, who's on Israeli side. We ain't on none of their sides. We on God's side. God said both of them going to be destroyed. That's what Bible says. Somebody tell Gino that. Read.
For there shall come from the north.
Oh, there shall come from the north, North America.
a smoke.
As smoke, destruction. Go ahead.
And none shall be alone in his appointed time.
So when America shoots that missile to destroy Palestine, a whole lot of people, America being destroyed too. And in Jeremiah, it goes into that. Go ahead.
What shall one then answer? The messengers of the nation, that the Lord has founded Zion.
He founded us.
And the poor of his people shall trust in it.
We the poor of his people. So brothers, sisters, never give up. Never give up. Never give up. Never give up. And with that, we say shalom. All praises.
Hallelujah. Damn, I feel rejuvenated. Hey, let's get the announcements going. Let's get the announcements going. Give Bishop another hand for that class, man. Hey, I don't know where else you go. You can't get fed like this nowhere else. Can't get it. You ain't gonna get it. All right, so let's go through these announcements. Let's start. Alicia, you with me? All right, let's go to. Hold on. Huh? All right, let's go. 611, hold on, let me see. Damn. It's a lot of announcements, man. I know we're going to have to cut some stuff short. All right. IUIC Jacksonville, let's start with that. You said 611. Okay, it says 611 here with IUIC Jacksonville. Right above it. Okay. The church blitz continues, and the worship center of Central Ohio agreed to a sit down with the prophets of IUIC Columbus. Let's see if they keep their word. Come on. Let's play it.
You're the pastor? Okay, I'm gonna get that close. But did you learn in church?
Did you learn in church?
You gotta keep God's commandments. I'm sorry?
I know, I learned that a long time ago.
You learned that? Okay, so if you learned that, why are you worshiping the church on a Sunday? Give me back to Exodus 20. Because one of the commandments that Christ wanted us to keep is to honor his Sabbath day. Now the question is Sunday the Sabbath day?
What day is the Sabbath day?
The Sabbath day is sundown Friday to sundown Saturday.
That's for you.
You see, listen, you're not talking to brothers who not going to answer your questions. This ain't the Christian church where we're going to tell you to pray about.
Heresies, but they got to be heresies. I hope you don't get too defensive, cause I cannot get you no tissue. I'ma just get you them scriptures. You bless if it don't be offensive, it don't be offensive. Walk to the seed of the wicked, you can't understand. The message encrypted, you don't understand. Ain't no forgetting it. Pride me your river, but ain't no repentance. It ain't no more living like peasants. We talking about
Worship Center of Central Ohio. We're at 2600 Old Court Right Road. We love to sit and have a conversation with you.
Okay, excellent. All right, excellent. All right, that'll work. That'll work.
I give you my word. We'll set up a conversation, an appointment, and we'll sit down and talk.
Okay, excellent.
David Carter.
Joel.
Okay, bless you.
All right. Lord's will, some fruit come out of that. All praises. All right, next video. IUIC Jacksonville had a sit down with Pastor James Vincent at Life Without Borders Church. Even with the distractions in the church, the word does not go out void. After speaking with the pastor, the prophets were invited again for another sit down. Lord's will, the people repent. Let's go. Let's play the video.
Not only do they ignore us, they call the police on us.
Right.
Hey, I got a question. Do they call y'all when they see drug dealings happening down the street? Yeah. Through slavery. How do we forget that we the children of Israel? Through slavery. Through destruction. Through lies of our oppressors. The Bible says back in the Old Testament, the Israelites, which are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we were told to keep God's commandments. We're supposed to follow the laws of the land.
Right. Yeah.
According to the land.
So your purpose. He is ministering and you are ministering. That's not right.
The word of God.
He is ministering and you is ministering. That's not right.
Why don't you go
where we want to hear your message?
All praise, all praise. No, that was Jacksonville. That was Jacksonville right there. That was the wrong video? Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, turn it down a little bit, too. Where you at, officer? Oh, play the one above it. Play the one above that. Okay, play the one at 611. Play that one.
Hey, Shalom, Israel, Most High Christ bless you. Got Captain Enoch here. Officer Oron. And we was just in the Life Without Chains church with Pastor James Vincent. We weren't able to expound as deeply as we wanted to because they had a service going on as well at the same time. So a lot of even the audio that you hear, you're going to hear a lot of songs and stuff in the background. But even with us giving the scriptures and giving the understanding, he did request for us to call him tomorrow and set up another sit down where we actually be able to talk with him with no interruptions whatsoever.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord.
What's the seventh day about?
The seventh day of the Sabbath in America is all over the world.
That God and all things may be glorified. That God may be glorified. So we got to go by what's written, even on this Sabbath day. To just come back to what this says and keep it remembering what's written in this Bible. Because everything else from the scriptures, I'm changing my mind now.
All right, y'all can clap for that. I'll clap. Hey, Captain Enoch, you want to speak on that real quick? What was going on?
Yeah, they had he had like a little service going on at that time. I think he did that on purpose because he knew it was coming, and it was like he only gave us like 30 minutes or so. But after we started talking to him and going to the scriptures, he did say we actually called him the next day, and he invited us this upcoming Thursday to talk with it won't be no service, nothing like that. We'll be able to sit down and talk to him.
It was his idea to do it with the service. Right. It was his idea to do it with the service.
Right. We didn't think it would be one. We just, think we finna meet
I
up
wanted to put that on record because people are trying to say that we interrupt people's service.
Oh, yes, sir.
That's the reason why I said that.
Yeah,
we don't do that.
Yeah, we didn't. We definitely didn't plan to do nothing like that. That was all him. But Lord's will, we'll go back this Thursday and talk with him.
All right, Officer Lisher, where we going? 6:12. All right, Pastor Quentin E. Coulter Sr. sends women from his church to do his work and hides behind a keyboard to slander the real prophets of IUIC Phoenix. The 11th hour is at hand. It's time to repent. Let's play the video.
The Hebrew word, not the English word. It means shadow or outline. Do I get an opportunity to speak?
Well, as a matter of fact,
I'm asking a question.
I'm gonna
That's
say
yes or no, bro?
Lips and another tongue. God says with stammering lips and another tongue, will he speak to his people? Will he speak to his people? So I don't need to learn what it says in the Hebrew. Coach, Pastor Coach, come on. You know who we are, bro. I know who y'all are. So how you not gonna talk to your brothers, man?
We're supposed to earnestly contend for the faith. If we are wrong, tell Pastor Quentin Coulter to come out and correct us according to the Bible.
Right.
Reason with us out the scriptures.
Good Lord. All right, next one. Clubhouse scoffer from Lake Bethlehem Baptist Church in Shreveport, Louisiana, drops the location of her lying pastor. The prophets of God pulled up to clear the air and was later charged by an angry, emotional Christian. They're very violent, y'all. Y'all got to be careful. You see a Christian, you better run. Play the video. Where? Go ahead, play it first.
What church you go to, sis? What church you go to?
I go to Lake Bethlehem Baptist Church.
We're going to have to talk with your pastor.
Yeah. Who's your pastor? What city and state you in, sis?
We're going to pull up.
Shreveport, Louisiana. I'm in Shreveport.
Hey, who's in Louisiana, y'all?
I'm telling you, man, we go to the hardest parts in Shreveport, Louisiana. But we don't get dressed like we get dressed at these Christian churches. Brothers be ready to shoot you down and fight you over the word of God. Hey, bro, I some something else. Y'all something else. Y'all no different than the thugs on the street. Y'all no different from the thugs on the street. The fathers and brothers out here reading the Bible. You wanna go with violence. What different than you than the Negro in the project? See these Negroes out here shooting every day. You no different.
That's right. Christians are a violent, evil breed of people, man. Lord's will, they repent. They are our people. Lord's will, they repent. All right, listen, 612, correct? Jacksonville? Huh? Right above Clubhouse. All right, play it.
God just talk behind closed doors, or does he go face to face and deal with the people? That's what real men of God do. Right. When you look at the prophets of old, they came to the people and dealt with the people. Christ dealt with the Pharisees, went to the synagogues and spoke to the Pharisees. We waited till you. See, that's wrong with the Christian church. This brother just said he not my brother. Is that what you teach in the Christian church? You tell brothers that believe in the Bible that look like you that you not my brother?
Pastor Quentin, I hope you hear me, brother. That was just terrible that you went on Facebook and said that about us and didn't even come out and deal with us, brother. Right. That's just terrible. That's terrible leadership. Right. That's terrible leadership, brother. But guess what? There's always a door open for you to repent, brother. Take that post down and call us and discuss this like men.
All right, all praises, all praises. All right, go to 638. And it says, the Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound. IUIC Guyana, preach good tidings to those that were bound in prison, teaching nationality, repentance, and the laws of God. Let's play that video right there. All right, all praise. That's IUIC Guyana. All praises. Teaching the lost of our people. Next video, IUIC Seattle flooded the Seafair Parade to let the people know their true identity and that they must turn from their folly and return to the laws of God. Let's play.
Hey, shalom, Most High Christ bless. IUIC Seattle offers a tonight here. We are here at the Torchlight Parade. It's a Seafair. It's the biggest parade that we have here in Seattle. We're here to pass out flyers and hope that people repent and come back to the true nationality.
Jesus Christ. I mean, it's a good thing to have a black image, but reading this is interesting to me, so honestly.
How you know the Jews? You heard Christ is black before? Yeah. Where you hear from? Church.
It was a great success. The people were edified. They got the word. We watered. We pray the Lord give the increase, and then repent and come back home.
All right, all right, all right. All praise. Where you at, officer? 6. All right. The prophets traveled to Muckleshoot sobriety powwow to the so-called Native Americans to edify them biblically and give them true understanding of their nationality. Let's play.
Prophesied in the Bible No, I don't. Did you know that you're one of 12 of the most special people on the planet? I did not know that. Yes, you are.
We served our foes, that ain't right. Image stolen from our side. They didn't tell us Christ was black. They lied and told us he was white. We bringing facts straight out the Bible. Now we know the heathen titan. When they see us keep commandments, bro, that's something they don't like. So
we got to edify the tribe of Gad here at the Multitude Sobriety Powwow. We was able to pass out literature. We was able to give them the understanding to show them truly and biblically their nationality according to the Bible.
All right, all praise, all praise. That was IUIC Seattle, by the way, IUIC Seattle. Next video, the prophets of IUIC Louisville, Nashville, Arkansas, Memphis, and St. Louis invaded Paducah, Kentucky, and participated in the annual Emancipation Parade. This parade is to commemorate the freedom of African-American slaves. The men of the Lord marched, held camp, and set up an information booth to teach our people the truth, their history, and the Bible. The Lord got the victory, and Lord's will, one soul repents. Shalom. Let's play that.
Hey, man. I'm just saying, man. Man, we ain't got time for no games, man. We gotta wake the people up, bro.
144 guys on the block, yeah, day. 144 kings, get these heathens out the way. 144K, about to work, no time to play. 144K, rep my nation all the way. 144 guys on the block, yeah, day. 144 kings, get these heathens out the way. 144K, about to work, no time to play. 144K, rep my nation all the way.
Problems not drinking. As the song was singing, some of us used to sell drugs. Some of us used to be in the game. But the song continues to say, but not no more. We take care of our wives and our children too. Now we have repented. Now how about you?
All praise. All right. The prophets successfully completed mission number 39 and 40, traveling to Trinidad and Grenada. Get a Lord a hand for that thing right there. Play the video.
Listen up, listen up. It is your history, guys. It's your history, all you Grenadians. We're going to read, how did we end up here in St. George? How did we end up here in Grenada?
Christ only died for the nation of Israel. Even his name means he saves. Right. Who shall he save? Matthew chapter 1 verse 21. You're shaking your head no, but Peter just told you out of the Bible that Christ came to give repentance to Israel.
God said, I will not spare you. Don't think that you're going to get out of the destruction to come in your sin.
Love you guys so much. God be blessed in Jesus' name. And here I saw you was in a car, and it was the girl going to come and I was supposed to slavery, yet. Can't understand. Love you guys. Love you.
All praises, all praises. Shout out to all the international prophets. Shout out to all the prophets. All praises. Where we at, Alicia? $8 o'clock. See if there's anything on Ecuador. But while we get that, while you're looking for that, play the video. 8 o'clock.
Oye, yo no pienso que están listos para esto.
This is a bilingual drive by the sin that you went to is hatred in God's eyes. This an attack on the heathen, the angels is spiritual, watch you can see them. This is a lateral movement, the progress we making is forward we doing. What our fathers did in the past, we pursuing the life in the kingdom, the laws that we using. This is a bilingual drive by the sin that you went to is hatred in God's eyes. This is an attack on the heathen, the angels is spiritual, watch you can see them. This is a lateral movement, the progress we making is forward we doing. What our fathers did in the past, we pursuing the life in the kingdom, the laws that we using. Hebrew, this shit been dangerous. Did I just cuss? Don't blame us. Cuss on the street when I showed that boy in the script, we can't no strangers. Try to assault, but your aim was all by an inch. We can't coexist, and you gon' get hit. Could all be simple. You make it hard to be blameless.
All praise, all praises. On a mission to wake up the Northern Kingdom, the 52nd Puerto Rican Day Parade Festival in Cleveland, Ohio received a spiritual bombardment from the prophets of God. All praises. All right, play the next video. 803. All praises. Support Original Royalty Recordings and help us get to 40,000 subscribers on the Original Royalty YouTube channel. All right. Next one. IUIC Rochester, led by Captain Errell, brought knowledge to our people at the Pan-African Festival. Yes, sir, this was today. That we aren't Africans and showed them who they really are according to the Bible. We are not Hamitics. We are Shemitics. Come on. Play that.
That's a fact. Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact.
You and I looking at your master. Can't catch what done already passed. You old dirty bastards, we'll jack your ass up. So back while we giving all these facts up. You and I looking at your master. Can't catch what done already passed. You old dirty bastards, we'll jack your ass up. So back while we giving all these facts
That's
up.
a fact.
All praise. That was IUIC Rochester. All right. Next one. Put the picture up. Put the picture up. 818. Save that for last. All right. The next one. 825. The quest for Gad continues. Support the prophets of Canada, bringing in the 11th hour as we push to travel all over Canada to wake up the tribe of Gad. Come on. Go ahead and play it.
I'm going to show y'all something real quick right here. Deuteronomy 28, verse.
The sons also of them that afflict
Reestablishing trade and commerce and us just taking initiative and responsibility for ourselves. We don't need the governments to take care of us. We're not their servants or their, like people that they need to take care of. It's everything that they owe us, right? The lands, the resources. So everything that they're reaping in terms of profits, and it's all ours.
I was born again.
If Quebec is talking reconciliation, we got to see some actions, not just words. We got to see some actions.
I was born again.
So they're helping out different things that's unnecessary, but like there's a lot of reserves all over Canada that still don't have clean water.
All right, all praises. Go to 853. You ready for that video? Huh? All right, get off the sidelines and get in the game. Join the school nearest you today. The process is very simple. Call the school, show up to the school nearest you. Play the video.
I'm going to show y'all something real quick right here. Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And the Lord. And the what? And the Lord. Shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. With what?
Hey,
With
How the hell he know all these precepts?
Turn it up, turn it up.
My pastor Gino ain't never gave me this precept. How this dude know all these precepts? Man, Gino, bruh, I'm gonna have to talk to him, bruh. How do I call these brothers, man? Damn, I gotta figure out how to call them.
Brother. Yeah, brother, I'm talking to you.
Me?
Are you watching IUIC Orlando in the classroom?
I mean, yeah. What's up?
What's your name, brother?
Brother Ray.
Ray?
Yeah.
How long have you been watching, Ray?
About 450 days. I think, yeah, about, yeah.
Days?
Yeah, 400, yeah.
So, why haven't you came yet?
You know, my baby mama got my car, and
Stop playing games. Call the number now, man.
I don't know how to reach out.
Listen, there's a phone number that's been going across the screen, all our videos, in the description of the video. You call, and then you come to the school. You already part of us. You ain't got to go through no boot camp. You ain't got to get beat up. You ain't got to get jumped in. Ain't nothing happen. All you got to do is call the number and go to the school nearest you, Israel.
And it's free, too.
And it's free. All right?
Like it's supposed to be.
So with that, we say shalom.
Where's the phone number?
Where's the phone number, man? Oh, it ain't over, Bishop. Hold on, Bishop. Don't curse them out yet. Look, there you go. There you go, phone number.
The phone number going across the screen?
Yeah.
Come on, OC. Come on, man.
Damn. Y'all want to clap for that? Y'all want to clap? All right, we're going to speed it up, y'all. We're going to speed it up. Go to 904. 904, let me read it. Mission 41 was completed successfully. Give the Lord a hand. All praise to the Most High for that thing right there. The 11th hour is here. Support the Booster Club as we continue to spread the glorious gospel to the Northern Kingdom tribes. Let's go.
Y dijo, juntaos. Tú eres culpable de pecar. Eso digo. ¿Tú quieres seguir pecando? ¿O quieres salir de esa vida? No, o sea, estamos hablando. ¿Quieres seguir pecando o quieres salir de la vida? Exactamente. Cada mujer